Ooh. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Ready Steady Play, where we're doing another live stream. It's been a little while since we did a live stream, I think. We've just been running a bunch of our sort of classic video series, so I hope everyone's been hanging out and watching that and having a good time. But now we've got a new game, Townsfolk Tussle, and everyone wants to see it, and everyone's talking about it. And I've heard like it's some kind of fighting game, but Chris is going to teach me how to play. By which I mean that you know, I'm gonna be playing the role of Kid Brother in this series. It's been christened. Hey, how you doing?
Hello, everybody. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm in the role of Big Brother, I guess. Then, but I should probably give the caveat. I played one round of this, having quickly read the rule book, so we'll see how it goes. But it does seem fairly straightforward, and my knowledge of Kingdom Death Monster definitely helped.
Which is interesting because it has been compared a lot to Kingdom Death, and Difter says I hear a lot of static. Is that only on my side? Nope.
I'm hearing it too through the call, so I think you might be using the wrong microphone.
Oh god. We can fix this. But we must go back to the start. Not that. This. Hello? Is this better? We've done it! We've fixed it. Do you know this classic IT solution? We jangled the audio cable.
How high tech. How high tech. But yeah, it has been compared to KDM a lot. It's basically KDM without a campaign, as far as I can tell.
Right, it's a lot like Bloodborne in the sense that it's sort of like a small campaign, right? Like not really a sort of ongoing thing, but like
It's kind of a boss rush, I guess. I don't think I wouldn't even use the word campaign because it's. I know why you would say that because it's 4 encounters, right? But it's kind of more of a boss rush than a campaign.
Could it be played in one session?
I think that's how it's intended. The box says. I mean, it took Deborah and I about almost 2 hours to do one encounter. Well, 2 towns phases and one fight phase, and I also had to teach her. It says in the box 40 minutes per player. So in theory, that's claiming in an hour and 20 minutes we could do all 4 bosses. I think that's very ambitious. I think not since Dark Souls, the board game, have I seen quite such a lie on a box.
What did it sound? What did it sound? Dark Souls.
Like 2-3 hours, I think maybe. And I'm like, yeah, or maybe it might have just been 2 hours. In my experience, Dark Souls is 3 to 4 hours to do one boss, like one set of encounters and the subsequent boss.
Yeah, and again, it depends how often you die, because it's really grindy and you have to repeat a lot of content.
But yeah, maybe you could get this down to. But I still don't think so because they're saying then that would be just 10 minutes per player per boss, without even considering the town phases in between. But I really don't think, unless it's saying it's 40 minutes per player just for one encounter. But I don't think so because I'm pretty sure the game's intended. I mean, I'm pretty sure the game is intended to be done all in one go. Now, luckily, you don't have to because there's nothing stopping you tearing down and resetting up. There's very limited stuff to be remembered to kind of be brought over.
I mean, the one thing I would say is that pretty much game time on these things is always complete nonsense. It's 100% a marketing gimmick just to get you playing, you know? So it's definitely always complete nonsense, and with that in mind, yeah, I don't think I don't know. It might be the case that it's just not fathom. Sort of like, you know, you might bring it up with them and they'd be like, yeah, we definitely intended it to be one session of 4 sessions or whatever. You know, if they were challenged on it at all. How's this look? Oh, not quite right. But Difter, you get a distinct privilege here because you're the only one. It seems to be the only one here in chat at the moment. So we've got to pick a character. This is actually the character that Chris is going to be playing as, Yancey Plover. But yeah, I need to pick a character. I haven't picked a character yet. So, Chris, why don't you tell us why you like the look of Yancey Plover?
So I played as Georgie Irongut last time, and I don't know. I wanted to be someone different. I wanted to be someone with a one-handed weapon, so I could potentially dual wield at some point. George Irongut starts with a two-handed weapon. I mean, you could trade out both of them, but I thought if I start with a one-handed weapon, I can get another one-handed weapon more quickly rather than having to get two. I like the idea of dual wielding, and I thought he just looked funny. I liked the fact that he had a broom for a foot and a spanner for a hand. You know, it's he clearly runs an equal opportunities workplace in his blacksmith. I approve.
Equal opportunity for both people and anvils.
People and anvils of all able-bodied levels. Yeah, but you got a few good options for you. You got Granny Melba, Quintus Binch, Georgie Irongut, Norman Fishboy, Henlo Bulwark, and the Blopsy twins.
I mean, Henlo Bulwark is appealing. The Paranoid Law Dodger. Oh yeah, it says here the Reckless Handyman. You're the Reckless Handyman, and then Henlo Bulwark is the Paranoid Law Dodger, laying an egg there. And then we've got Georgie Irongut, the Expired Royal, which is kind of funny because I guess they were poisoned or something. I don't know, because I guess they're a dead goat, but their stomachs come alive. I don't know. Yeah, we've got the Blopsy twins, the Roaming Buskers. God, they're weird.
Yeah, Deborah played as them. I don't like them thematically.
They look a bit weird. We've got Norman Fishboy, the Enticing Fisherman. He doesn't look enticing. And also, he's a fisherman who is a fish.
Is he a fish? Not sure he is.
Well, he's called Fish Boy.
That's true. Wait, because he likes fish.
So it's not because he is a fish boy. But he does have weird gills for ears, right?
Oh, that's true, actually. He does have, yeah.
I mean, so,
a bit like a...
I don't know. Do you know what? Unknowable. Undiscernible. We've got Granny Melba, the flirty old gunslinger. I mean, that sounds appealing. Or Quintus Binch, the troublemaker. I mean, also, I am a troublemaker, so I guess that's quite fitting.
The troublemaker is also the name of, like, one of the bosses, which is confusing.
Is it really?
Yeah, like one of the levels of boss. It goes the chump, the hooligan, the troublemaker, and then final fight. That's kind of weird.
So is there any, in terms of sort of game mechanisms, is there any sort of anything we should be considering here?
Well, they've different starting equipment, they've got different special abilities, they've got different opening stat lines, so...
But there's no sort of, like, defined RPG trope roles like tanky or damage or healer or anything like that?
So, not that I know of massively, although I have noticed that Yancey Plover, who I've picked, has an ability to essentially take aggro, and he has a piece of equipment that lets him negate some damage. So I guess he seems to be the tank, if there is one. But it's quite minor. I think most of the role taking responsibility will be done through gear we acquire through the game. Is the impression I got. The starting things are kind of very, very much. They're there to be broken. They're not hard set as far as I can tell.
Looks like you start with Smithy's apron and Old Smacky.
Old Smacky.
All right.
Dipter says, for me, it's between the chicken, the granny, and the troublemaker at the moment. Though I know nothing about the game.
I'm with you, Dipter. These are my. I think these are my top picks as well.
Okay, so. I mean.
Do we do a poll? A chat poll?
Can do a chat poll.
Let me decide. Let me veto one first, so we're not polling all three.
I'm happy to veto one.
Oh, what's that?
I veto Quintus Binch. I think he's quite plain.
You don't think he's very interesting?
No, he's just a naughty kid. I think a flirty old grandmother and a chicken is more interesting.
That's fair. I agree. I totally agree. The thing that does appeal to me about him is he seems to have abilities that are quite like sort of trolly, and I do like that. But I suppose it's a cooperative game, so I'm less fussed about it. I like to troll when it's competitive. So let's do Granny Melba or Henlo Bulwark. Oh no, caps lock is on.
So I think Granny has a gun, so that would mean she's ranged, which I'm not, so maybe there's value in that.
This is true, but when did I ever let sensible game mechanism-based decisions get in the way of stupidity?
You've missed almost nothing. We're just started a poll to decide Mike's character between Granny Melba,
the gunslinging, the flirty old gunslinger, or Henlo Bulwark, the paranoid law dodger.
Yeah. 2 votes so far.
I do like this headless chicken. The first time you would be knocked out per fight, you survive with 1 hit point. Place yourself adjacent to another head, townsfolk.
That's quite good.
A great stretch goal would have been a miniature with no head. To swap in after your first death each.
Oh, got a 3rd vote there.
Oh, looks like we got. What we got here? I mean, Granny's just ahead, but. So what's she got? She's got Farsighted. Add X to her accuracy rolls when attacking, where X equals the number of squares between her and her target. So she's better.
Oh, so she's Farsighted.
She's better at shooting things that far away.
Well, she starts off with accuracy -2, so that's how she nullifies that, and she can also get better.
And then we've got Lover's Discount. Granny and the peddler sure seem well acquainted. A wink.
Nice.
You receive a 2-coin discount when purchasing gear from the peddler that costs 7 or more.
Oh, that's great. That's great. You should definitely have that.
Well, in the interests of moving along, I'm going to end the poll in 3, 2, 1. And you guys probably didn't get anything out of that because I forgot to put the latency on low latency. So we are actually on normal latency today. So there's a bit of a delay on the stream. But we got our votes in, and Granny is the winner. So we're going to be going the flirty old gunslinger.
Nice. Make sure you're flirting out throughout the whole episode, please.
Oh, I don't know about that. Maybe you'll have to seduce me a little. Encourage me.
And I'm already angry. Alright, let me set up your Granny here.
Okay.
This is one of those games I wanted to back, but didn't, as I knew I couldn't get anyone in my group interested in playing it. Yeah, it's definitely easier to get people to play than Kingdom Death Monster, but if people don't like boss battlers, then I don't think this will convince them. What's your starting equipment? You got Granny's Cane and the Rooty Tutor.
The Rudy Tutor. I assume that's a gun.
It is.
I assume we can find all of this stuff in the starting gear deck.
Oh my god, yes you can. You have 2 weapons straight away. That's crazy.
I'm just a straight up murderer. The Rudy Tutor. Oh, I love it.
Oh, he kisses.
Do we have this on? No, not that. This? There we go.
Granny Melba.
Is this going to work for us today? There we go. The Rudy Tutor. A ranged one-handed gun. When used, the Rudy Tutor cannot attack on the following turn. Oh, it's... What else we got here? So we got Granny's Cane, which is a one-handed staff weapon. Ooh.
So you can't shoot every turn, right? Is that it, basically?
Emma4 says,
Yeah,
are you going to get some jazz music in the background for that 1920s feeling? I could go and have a look for some jazz music. We've just got some stuff from my standard YouTube approved music library, but we'll see what we can do.
Smooth jazz.
Max Figura says, name a game that sticks in your mind from 2021. I guess I'll have to take a minute for that. And Soda Pop Soldier asks, are you guys going to go to Gen Con by any chance? I'm afraid not, Soda Pop Soldier. We don't really get to the American conventions, really. We're not yet at that stage where that's sort of a financial option for us. But one day, I hope.
There's a consensus amongst us that one day we'll get there.
It's not about... it's purely about means and not about will. Although I suppose where there's a will, there's a way. So we'll see. We'll see what we can do.
We will. I'm gonna put a soft target on of the next 5 years. We'll get there the next 5 years. I really want to go very badly, so hopefully we will.
Slowly but surely, we are. I mean, I remember when Essen was something that we were just like, oh, it's expensive.
Exactly, and now we're playing it. Yeah, Michael's already. I think Michael's already booked our accommodation for this year. In fact,
I think so.
I'm going to look at my logged plays for 2021 to see if I can. I mean, the fact that I have to look at them means I guess they didn't stick in my head, but but I'm going to see what jumps out at me from what I played this year. The 2021, a lot of it was still online, wasn't it?
Yeah. Do you mean like a game I played in 2021 or a game that was released in 2021? You know.
I was assuming it was released or at least kind of recent release that was played for the first time. Actually, I can tell you a game that did stick to me from 2021 that was not released in 2021. Packet Row, which I played on Yukata quite a few times, and I really liked it a lot.
Packet Row?
Yeah. I'd love if they came out with that, with like a reprint of that. I thought it was great. It's basically... It's just running you're just basically running a shipyard trading goods essentially. It's really, really good. You have this interesting mechanic where whoever's turn it is gets to choose. There's like 4 areas of cards you can draft from, and whoever's turn it is, if it's my turn, I choose which area we go to first, which area we can draft from basically. But then I get last pick of the draft within that area, so if I go up to the I can't remember what the area is called, but up to the port, let's say, I say, okay, we're going to go to the port, and every other player starting from my left gets to take a card from there first, or they can pass, and then after they've all passed, if I do take a card, the turn ends, or I can then move on to another area and everyone goes again. So the question is basically, does Chris want something from this area? Or is he trying to throw us all off so that he can get whatever he wants from the last from another area? It's really cool. I really like it.
I'm trying to think.
Available to play for free.
I'm trying to. Do you know? I'm having a hard time actually differentiating what I actually played, even in 2021, in my mind.
When did I play Tainted Grail? Was that 2021 or 2020? I can't remember.
I mean, for me, Sleeping Gods is a standout. I really enjoyed that game. And I don't know if that's just isolated to the particular play I had, which is all on live stream. I did live stream it. Or if it's just because I've sort of come to expect very little from very long narrative-driven campaign games. And this one pleasantly surprised me in many ways. So I did have very low expectations, which I would say were wildly exceeded. But by that same token, I did also have my gameplay. My story in the game unfolded in a way that I'm not sure is typical either. But I really enjoyed Sleeping Gods. But I'm also sort of a sucker for fantasy, adventure, narrative, storybook stuff. Like, I always want to find a really good one.
Was Super Fantasy Brawl out this year? Not this year. 2021, rather. I think it was.
I mean, the first Kickstarter?
Well, yeah, but the official release of the game, I guess. I'm just looking up.
Yeah, because I feel like...
2020.
Oh, was it 2020?
Well, according to BGG, it was 2020.
Yeah, I feel like I've had it for a little while.
I've played a lot of it in 2021. I've played probably easily 50 games of it in 2021. So Super Fantasy Brawl definitely for me a standout of the last year.
Yeah, I
I
mean
love that game.
you've definitely taken to that hard.
Yeah, I still play games against strangers on BGA whenever I get the chance. I'd love to play more regularly with people I know. Yeah, I'm just looking at my plays 2020. Yeah, I easily played 50 games of that in 2021. So definitely, and that's probably my game. That's probably my game of the year. 2021.
I really liked Super Fantasy Brawl, but my problem with it was that I've now kind of sunk into this realm where yeah, because I don't play it on BGA really. I mean, obviously we did a lot the on the show. We played it physically. I mean, we played the prototype back for the campaign originally, and then we played a physical copy of the game as well. Once Chris and I both got our sets, and but then what's happened is like Chris is just way better at it than me now, and like I can so I can't really give him a game of it, and so I don't know what I don't know who I'd play it with because I'm probably better than someone I'm introducing it to, but I'm also not good enough to play with anyone who plays with any regularity.
We could have a game of it if we did casual draft. If I got my team, I would probably beat you very easily because I know how my team works. But if we did a casual draft and I just took whoever, I'd say that'd be fine.
Alan Beck says, asks about stream scheduling. I'll answer your question in a minute, Alan Beck. But T. Carter says, Sleeping Gods was the narrative game I've always wanted, and finally someone got it right. Game of the decade for me. I mean, there have been criticisms of it that I've heard, but overall, I mean, for me, it's also, I think, Ryan Lockett's best work in this genre. You know, I still have a very guilty pleasure soft spot for Above and Below, which is a sort of a tableau building game with narrative story elements. The narrative story elements are somewhat unsatisfying because you make a choice and then instead of getting it's something like you see a stranger, do you mug him, and then it's like, if yes, have 2 gold, if no, then don't have 2 gold, and it's just like it's not like it doesn't give you any kind of like major outcome or resolution to the stories, other than receive some resources or don't, or whatever. But it's just a guilty pleasure because it's quite quick and it blends the narrative elements with some reasonably engaging Euro elements, although none of it is especially good. Like, it doesn't deliver on any of them properly, which is why I described it as guilty. And then Near and Far was just kind of a mess, we thought, because the competitive elements didn't really come out. Oftentimes, when you're playing competitively, it meant that nobody really got a satisfying story. And what was in there was good. Like, the narrative stuff was good, the characters were interesting, the world was engaging, and the art's wonderful. Of course, all of his art's really nice, but it didn't really deliver for us on the actual sort of gameplay mechanisms. And I think there's a cooperative mode to it. I actually don't know. I'd be surprised if there wasn't, but we only played the competitive format. And Ollie and I played it, I think, on the channel in a series originally, and we were both reasonably, I think we're sort of like optimistic after one play. But again, we're playing the scenario mode where you're playing as a scenario, and I was exploring a story that I never got to finish. And so I think that's that really. But I haven't played his new one, which I think is called Here and There, I want to say. And so they sort of form this triptych.
Yeah, I hope to get that one. I thought it was coming out soon.
I think the pre-orders have already arrived with people. I didn't buy it though because I thought I'd actually rather revisit Sleeping Gods. I think there's actually a lot of replayability there.
Yeah, I haven't played. I'm really looking forward to borrowing your copy. Two other quick mentions for me actually. This is a game I only played last week for the first time. So Clover, which is I think it might be from this. Is it from the same person as Just One? It definitely felt like it was. It felt like very similar to Just One. No, it's not though. I don't think. It's very similar to Just One. It's a word game basically where you're giving 1-word clues. do associations, but it's got this kind of clever system where you're everyone has every card has 4 words printed along one word along each of the 4 edges and has a hole in the middle, and you have these clover boards with like I don't know what you call it, for lack of a better term, square nipples that you put the cards over. So obviously there's 16 words, therefore 4 words in each card. And basically every edge of the clover, rather every leaf of the clover, now has 2 words on it, and you write a clue onto the clover leaf to try and hit clue both those words. And then you take them all off, and you add a 5th one, shuffle them all up, and then everyone has to try and work out which of 4 of the 5 cards were yours, and then what way they were orientated, basically where they were on the clover.
Ah, that's very good.
Yeah, I really enjoy it. I don't really like word games that much, which is why I'll lose interest in it before too long, because I'm not a huge fan of word games. But I really enjoyed it last week. I think it's it would be a good one for the Christmas special.
Eddie says Canvas is another 2021 game I had a lot of fun with. Yeah, I missed out on Canvas, Eddie, but I did back the second Kickstarter because I thought it looked neat, and I wanted to check it out. So I've got that coming at some point. And Hallenbeck, we live stream. We try to do Tuesdays with me and Chris, and then I'll try and. But yeah, it's kind of entirely flexible, just because we're still dealing with various other commitments and whatnots. So it's very sort of tricky. So I always say, like, make sure you ring the bell and do all the YouTube stuff, and then hopefully it'll tell you when we're going live. But we do usually try to do a Tuesday evening, and then I try to do something on the weekend as well if it's possible, which is sometimes possible. It depends. It depends entirely on whether we're running like a series. Like, we've just finished Legacy's Allure, and so you won't probably see me doing any solo live streams while I'm doing that, just because there's so much work to do on the editing, or if I've been working on a rules video or something like that. But yeah, what I'm doing now is I'm just going to YouTube Studio to see if there's some 1920s jazz we can download. I won't have audited any of it, so it will likely be entirely awful, or maybe completely random, but we'll see what we can get.
While you're searching for that, one other game just that should definitely get an honorable mention for me, which actually came out in 2020 according to BGG, but I first played in 2021, was Nidavellir.
Oh,
which
yeah.
is kind of it's a great example for me of one of those games, kind of like the way I always talk about how much I love Rococo. One of those games that doesn't do anything new particularly, but the way that it combines mechanics makes it feel very fresh. And I really enjoyed the blind bid. I think its only unique mechanic, I suppose, is it's got a blind bid mechanic where you've got 5 coins, but it's got this mechanic where you can upgrade your coins as well and make them more valuable by bidding with your 0. So if you kind of resign yourself to a poor bid, you can kind of upgrade, and that's enough of a spice, enough of a seasoning to make it really, in my opinion, to make a really, really strong game. Even though all it is essentially is blind bidding and set collection, that's kind of all it is.
Yeah, I mean, I think you say if you resign yourself to a bad bid, but I think there's also a hugely tactical element in the Nidavellir of, like, if you don't need to win the bid, or it's less important, or you think that the others aren't going to bid high, you could always do it then.
Precisely. And I've played it a good few times on BGG, and I've played it also once now with the physical copy, which is very satisfying. It's a really pleasing physical copy.
Yeah, I've got,
and it's short.
sorry.
It's short. I taught it to my parents and played it in about an hour and 10 minutes. Taught and played, like wonderfully quick and easy to play.
Yeah, I've got a copy of it, but I have not actually had a chance to play it at all. I played it on BGA only, and we were sort of we had some issues with it actually. I remember we were playing 3 players, and we played it twice actually, and for some reason we just couldn't get into it. But I was wondering if maybe it would just be more compelling in real life with face-to-face bidding.
We could try it. I'd love to play it again, face to face.
Yeah, that would be a good one to play, actually. All right, here we go. Just a bunch of random jazz and blues music, okay? So if this stuff's terrible, uh, it's YouTube's fault for, giving me a library full of garbage to access that's copyright free.
All right. With that sorted, we should probably maybe this will be the game of 2022. Let's find out.
Yep, and maybe I'll think of something other than Sleeping Gods. I'll try to think of like my standout Euro or something. Although, actually, do you know what? I'd be tempted just to say Bitoku. I think Bitoku's great.
Have you played it again since though? I also think it's good, but I haven't played
I
it since.
played it once since the convention,
Okay.
and I really want to play it again.
Yeah, I'm very tempted to buy it. It's only £40. You can buy it £40 on. I saw it in Orc's Nest in London.
And that's a good price for them.
Yeah, actually, maybe they had 45 actually, and it was 40 online, but still not bad. For the sake of a five, that's an example of a five extra I'd spend for my FL, for my FLGS. The times I don't like spending the FLGS tax is when it's like £5 online and £15 in the shop. I don't mind a little tax though to keep the shops open.
What is the name of the board game where you're on a train that I think is in Limbo and has a similar art style to Townsfolk Tussle?
I don't know. In Limbo? No idea.
Board game where you're on a train.
Cult Express is the only board game I can think of where you're on a train.
There's an episode of Mansions of Madness Second Edition that's on a train.
Okay, so I guess we should get cracking, yeah?
Yes. I'm just sorting out this music here. Why has this...
I thought it was sorted. Differ's emoji made me think it was sorted.
Not yet. My internet browser was like, YouTube's doing downloading some funny stuff. You sure you want this? Yeah, I'll take the funny stuff. I mean, Chris was saying we should just have the Cuphead soundtrack, which I think would be perfect if it was probably not going to get me copyright striked.
Yeah, it will.
And people play that stuff on Twitch all the time, so I really don't know. Oh, Hallenbeck says Vagrant Song. Do you know Hallenbeck? Steamforge are so much in my bad books that I barely... We looked at it briefly on a Kickstarter commentary. We didn't see anything that made it look standoutish. I'd love to be proven wrong. I'm always happy when games are great, but I'm, dungeon crawling adventure? Vagrant Song. Oh, Vagrant Song. Sorry, I thought you were... I heard what was Bard Song? I was thinking Bard Song. Yes, I did see Vagrant Song actually advertised. That looked interesting, but I don't really know a whole lot about it. All right, let me know if the music's too loud or too quiet, guys, and we can adjust it. All right, here we go. So, here's what I've done, Chris. I've got my two characters with little black dots on the colored starting spaces and 2 items each.
That sounds good. So that we enter the first towns phase. Well, actually, before we enter the first towns phase, you should probably get out your Townsfolk Tussle rules and results booklet, open the very first page, and read the introduction.
Oh, no! Not reading. Say it ain't so! The sheriff of Eureka Springs has been murdered! With no one guarding its gates, ruffians are coming in droves to take advantage of the defenseless town. Is this the end for Eureka Springs? Of course not! In Townsfolk Tussle, you'll be playing as a ragtag group of townsfolk doing their civic duty to wallop these troublemakers into oblivion. And who knows, one of you may prove worthy of becoming the new sheriff along the way. Will you be able to overcome the odds and defend Eureka Springs? We certainly hope so. Neat.
Okay, the first ruffian is on his way through the gates, so we're going to have to enter the towns phase and prepare. So the first thing we do in the towns phase is every townsfolk draws back up to 3 unaccomplished feats. So if we had if we still had, let's say, 1 unaccomplished feat and 2 accomplished feats in the last battle, we would draw 2, back up to 3, because the 2 accomplished ones don't count. And before you draw, you're also allowed to discard any unaccomplished feats that you don't like. So obviously we currently have 0, so we just draw 3.
Okie dokie.
So this is an enormous deck, and it feels unlikely we're going to draw 3 the same. But we're probably going to have to do our draws of the line system where we show the audience.
Yes. Also, Chris, have you done your question mark tokens? Okay, let me show this to chat then. Real quick. So as Chris described, there's going to be 4 ruffians coming to attack Eureka Springs. We've got Chump, Hooligan, Troublemaker, and Final Fight. And these are the 4 fights you do over the course of a single game of Townsfolk Tussle. All of these tokens here are the enemies. So we just put out 4 random tokens here, and we'll flip over the first Chump token when we're ready to do the first fight. The rest of these will go back in the box. These enemy ruffians will not be seen in this game.
Can you switch, when you are able to my dice camera? And I will use that. I will use that to show people.
Oh no, it's upside down. Why is it upside down?
Upside down.
All right. Hang on. I should be able to fix this from my end. I think it's possibly your screen rotation on your iPad.
I mean it's not. It's 100% not.
It's okay, because there we go. I fixed it. Somehow.
Okay, if you look away. Okay, guys.
Oh yeah, okay. Chris is going to show you his goals here. Right, so I only actually need 3 of them. I don't know why I drew 6, because I had the intention of drawing 3 for you.
This one. And this one. So if Mike draws any of the same ones, please let us know. One of these seems quite hard to do.
Are these a bit like the goals in Jaws Lion? Battle goals.
Sort of. Yeah.
So I should be encouraging you to do them.
Yes. So they're good for. So when you achieve them, you can either get a temporary stat boost for the next fight or the next fight only, or this fight if it comes during the fight. Or you can get some money. You also get points, and the points are how we are going to determine. I believe it's how we're going to determine the mayor at the end. So it is kind of a competitive thing going on.
Ooh.
Oh no, sorry, fair, isn't it? Whoever is dead.
Right, so you're done there. So I'll show you guys the 3 I've got here. None of these are really particularly good, I don't think, in terms of scoring, but these are the 3 things that I'm going to be trying to... Oh, why does that keep turning off?
I'm also getting out 10 money for each of us, because we're both meant to start with 10 money. Let me know what I can look up, please.
I will. I don't know why this is... There we go.
Oh, and chat, let us know if we have any... I'm echoing now, apparently.
Take a look.
No, it's not the iPad camera, Hallenbeck. That's muted.
Is he still echoing in... We're going to have a little bit of a challenge here, because I forgot to turn the latency up. Whoever has the most points at the boss fight, in Final Fight, gets to be the sheriff, and they'll get some special gear. But if they die during that fight, then the whole game is over. So it's like a mechanic to make the final boss fight challenging. Okay, so let me just go back to Chris's camera there. It's
Echo
yeah, but that's because we've changed scene. I think it's only in the scene where I show your hand. So if you just don't say anything for 2 seconds, we go back over here. It's probably I've left a microphone, extra microphone on over here somewhere. Yep, there it is. Yep, so the echo should be now gone from this scene as well. Good.
Hello.
Oh, we can...
It's fine. It's fine. I'm sure you're correct. Hello.
All right, cool. Let us know if the echo's missing from the dice tower camera on Chris's end, because we wanted him to be able to throw his own dice, so we had to get a dice tower set up for him.
Yeah. Also, I like this dice tower. It's a cool dice tower.
I'm going to assume that you can't see these from where you're sitting, because I need to have them face up or I'll forget to do them.
Yeah, they're so small. I can't on a phone. I can't possibly read them. But this dice tower is really hard to make. So if anyone has any trouble making it, just get your partners to do it. Deborah's gotten incredibly good at crafts over lockdown, so I just had her build it.
Greg Cherry says, I've played this so I can help you. Thank God, Greg. We were really hoping there'd be someone like you in the chat. All right, great.
Thank you, Greg. Right, so I'll continue going through the town phase as best. I've read the rulebook quickly and played one round, and I'm using the round. Luckily, there's a cheat sheet, but please, Greg, chime in at any time whatsoever. Okay, so next is where are we going? First round, yeah. Each townsfolk draws and resolves a town event. Would you like to go first, Mike?
Sure, I'll go first. I've got a whole big deck of them here. I'm just going to draw one out at random, and this is a secret thing that I'm not supposed to share with you, right?
Yeah, so I might just what should I do? Do I mute myself temporarily?
Oh, I can mute
myself
on Skype. I will do that.
Yeah, you mute yourself. Yeah, exactly. You mute yourself, and I'll just work away. Actually, it's sorry. Only if it says secret. Oh. Sorry, look at it first. See if it says.
It says secret.
Okay.
I'm muting myself on Skype. Hopefully, Chris won't get a secret one. Okay. And let's hope the why is this? Come on, guy. Bear with me while I sort out this camera. It is being... Well, I mean, that's not great, but never mind. I have to make a better one of these. It worked so well. Did you ever see the Etherfields unboxing? It looked so good in the Etherfields unboxing, this camera. And now it's just gone terrible. Anyway, let's just make it legible. Let's focus on that. Alright, pre-packed bags. Town event. It's always good to be prepared. You go through the team supplies and make sure everything is ready to use as a moment notice. Keep this card face down in front of you. You may reveal it at any time. When you do, all the townsfolk may change their equipment, gear, in every gear slot for 0 MOX. Discard this once activated. I mean, this is secret, but I don't know if there's some rule about whether or not I can share this with Chris. Hey, Chris, we've gone through the card, we've had a look at it. I mean, I don't know why I can't share this with you, but if there's a rule that says I can't, but...
No, you're not supposed to, so we'll see. I'm going to draw one. Let's see if it says secret. It does not. Do you want me to show this to my iPad? Or do you want to...
No, if it's cool, we can,
that's where you
we
find
can go
it
and have a look at your
in
camera here. There we go. And Emma4's, yeah, it didn't work great. I mean, it worked okay during the Etherfields live streams, but I'm thinking about the unboxing of Etherfields specifically. It worked quite well then.
So, this is called Fair is Fair, town event. You plead with your fellow townsfolk to share their wealth. Come on, pals, all for one, or one for all. Combine each townfolk's coins and divide them as evenly as possible between each townsfolk. A townsfolk may exclude themselves from this event by discarding 2 unaccomplished feats. So this is totally pointless because we have the same amount of money at the start of the game. So that event does nothing.
Well, I guess that's better than both of them doing something bad.
Yeah, well, they do seem
that's great.
Bad from my limited experience. It's true. Next thing is we shop with a peddler. So we're going to need you to deal out 10 item cards. Is that what they're called? I'm not even sure they're called.
Right,
But
so this
peddler
is
cards,
peddler
anyway.
gear.
That's the one, gear. Yeah. And we'll see if I'm going to bother fishing them out or not. There's so many cards.
So we've got fancy joggers, leg gear, 9 cost, 1 movement. You may use mocks to pay for movement.
So mocks is basically, think of it as your action points. You need mocks to interact with terrain. You need mocks to attack with. You need mocks to do special abilities. You need mocks to change your gear. Basically, you need moxies to do anything that isn't moving. End of sentence, pretty much, actually. Anything that's not moving.
All right. So then we've got... shooting glasses, headgear, 13, plus 2 accuracy. Well, I want that. When do we get money? Oh, do we have 10 each?
We have 10 money.
Well,
yeah. Sorry, I said it at one point.
Can you share yours with me?
So maybe you didn't take it in. No, that event did it, but there's no sharing gear or swapping gear or money.
That's a shame because I need $1 to buy those glasses. 13.
How much do glasses cost? 10?
Yeah, that's what I mean. They cost 13, so that
friend.
reduces it to 11.
Oh, god damn it. I thought
I'm so upset. Come on, peddler. I thought we were friends.
Sorry.
She's like, yeah, but we're not that good. We're not that close. The Bard's Ukulele, melee, 2-handed instrument. 16 cost, 3 mocks, deal a damage to an adjacent ruffian. 3 mocks, restore a hit point to an adjacent townsfolk. Fishbowl, headgear, 4 cost, plus 1 accuracy. If you take 2+ damage in a single turn, Fishbowl shatters. Skip your next turn and discard Fishbowl. Well, that could be okay if I just don't go near anyone.
Yeah.
Do you need accuracy as a melee type person?
Right. Yeah, everyone needs accuracy.
Lemonade, accessory, consumable, 5 costs. Discard lemonade to restore 3 hit points to you or an adjacent townfolk. Lemonade, aka health potion.
Yep, that seems pretty useful all the time.
We've got hand cannon. Ranged 1 gun, 13. 3 mocks, 5 accuracy, 3 damage, range 3. When used, this weapon cannot attack the following turn. See, that would... Oh, it's a gun that's punching. Hand cannon. That's hilarious.
Yeah,
That's stupid. Ah, see, I need that. And then I can be, like, firing 1 each turn in alternating fashion. Bloody Wand. Ranged 1-handed wand. Deal 1 damage to yourself to deal 1 damage to a ruffian within 5 spaces. 8 cost.
I don't...
Oh, hey, Greg, if you've played this, by the way, Chris and I noticed that both of our games came with 2 of these bags. Are they supposed to be the same? The peddler's coin purse. Or should we have 2 bags that are different? Let us know. We weren't sure. We got buffet tray. Melee, 1-handed shield. Once per fight, prevent all damage dealt to you or an adjacent townsfolk from a ruffian action. 2 mocks to restore a hit point to an adjacent townsfolk. 13 cost. We can't afford any of these, Chris. I need to rearrange these by price in a minute.
I haven't had time to look at most of them yet because I'm still desperately trying to find
Greg
them.
says they are not. They're not supposed to be different, so it's 2 bags that are the same. We couldn't even figure out what they were used for, so... slingshot. Ranged 2-handed gun. Oh, I can afford this. Range 7. 3 mocks, 2 accuracy, 1 damage. I mean, so I'm comparing it to the Rooty Tutor, or whatever, and I'm like, 2+ accuracy, or 6 plus accuracy. What is better, actually?
They have no function since tray upgrade,
okay.
he says.
Is the tray upgrade the card box? Or all the various trays, I guess. But they have they're not meant to be the same, but they have no function. You should have one of each. People are trading on the Facebook group.
Yeah, I thought I saw something like that.
Difter says that range 7
group.
on the slingshot could give you a lot more damage because of your farsighted ability. God damn it! I love chat spotting these combos for me.
Farsight doesn't make you do more damage; just gives you more accuracy. Oh, I see what you mean though, because you add
discard
to the
sticky
roll.
honey,
Yeah,
restore a hit point to a ruffian. Restore a hit point or a ruffian within 2 spaces has 0 movement during the next turn. Consume, I presume, means discard. Neat. The tray that holds gold, etc. Oh, okay, so like this little thing here is, okay.
I think I'm actually up to date. I think I managed to find everything. Oh no, I'm missing the buffet tray. That's the only thing I'm missing.
Well, let's just quickly reorganize these by cost. Oh, don't?
No, don't. No, because I've seen something that seen something reference the positioning of them.
Let's see if I can remember where these were then. All right, you let me know
I
if
have them where they were,
then.
So it's fine. Lemonade goes left of the gun there. Bloody slingshot was bottom left. The one I'm missing is the buffet, and that's beside the bloody wand.
Okay, interesting. Yeah. So those positions are important then.
There's a character who gets was a character? I can't remember what it was. There was something that gave a discount to the bottom 2 slots. And then there may be other stuff that references.
So if I take a 2-handed weapon, does that mean I can't take either of my other 2 weapons?
Buffet tray. Yes, it does. It means that you can always keep gear in your stash, and you can rearrange your gear between your stash and your actual equipment between in this phase. It costs 2 mocks to change a slot though. In the middle of a fight.
But so you can change stuff between your stash and your equipped gear during a fight as well.
Yes, but it costs mocks to do. So it wouldn't be recommended, I guess.
Slime Hunter says 2 plus accuracy is better because that's the number you have to beat when you're rolling the D10. Right. But I mean, then again, if the slingshot's 2 plus accuracy, and I'm getting an enormous bonus to accuracy from it, that's probably not that beneficial, really, because I'm going from a 1 in 10 chance to miss to, like...
I think it'll increase your chance of critting, though, right? If you've got 7 accuracy, plus 7 accuracy, you're starting off at -2 accuracy. So if you're 7 away, you have +7 accuracy, -2 is +5 accuracy, which means that a 5 up is a crit.
A 5 up is... You mean if you have a bonus of 5 or more, it's a crit?
No. So you've got -2 accuracy with Granny Melba. That's just by default. But then your special ability Farsighted gives you accuracy per range. The slingshot has range 7, so for maximum range, that's range 7. That means +7 accuracy. -2 accuracy is +5 accuracy. If you roll a 5 on the die and add 5 to that number, that's 10. That's a crit.
My question was, how do you score crits? And it's with 10 a resolve 10 or more. Great. So yeah, I mean, I could just be critting with a... Do you think getting crits with a 1 damage weapon is better than a 2... Well, a 2 damage weapon's not very good, and I can only use it alternating. I think I should...
It doesn't matter what damage the weapon does, as far as I know. Basically, getting a crit lets you roll on the crit chart, and also some weapons like my old Smacky have an inherent crit ability. Crit is only 10. Oh, so you can't
you have
actually.
to
So,
roll a
okay, so
10.
ignore me. You can't. You have to roll a natural 10. It sounds like.
Or Chris's thing here that says, on a critical hit with this weapon, deal +1 damage.
Yeah. I don't know if you ever showed my other item, Smithy's Apron, once per fight to prevent all damage dealt to you from an action. So that's nice.
Nice.
Okay, so now we buy. So we actually need to in the order of our choice, we need to make a beating/buying order. Yeah, so they're in reverse order. So do you? There's a little disc, just like the question mark to the boss. There should be a disc that says Yancey Plover and a disc that says Granny Melba. Then who's going to go first? Who's going to go second?
Right. I've got, that's Norman Fishboy. Where's Granny? There she is. Yeah, I don't have strong feelings about this. I feel like that also helps you as a melee type character, right? Well, does the boss activate alternating with each one of us?
Really? No, the boss gets one turn per.
I mean, I guess it
round.
doesn't really matter to me at all then. I will buy first, and you can beat.
Well,
first.
You choose then. Okay, fine. So you put us on the bottom, second and third spaces. The ruffian always goes first.
Okie dokie then. Okay, well, I mean, the only thing I can really buy is the slingshot, and I kind of think, like, the range bonus is not really all that beneficial to me. I mean, to be fair, the Rudy Tutor has garbage range. Garbage accuracy, but also, like, the slingshot already has amazing accuracy, so it doesn't really make use of my farsighted ability.
Doesn't make use of your farsighted ability, I'll grant you that.
Yeah, but I'm thinking
but
maybe
you're going to hit things
better
much more easily.
to get, like,
So bear in mind, the Rudy Tutor can only be used once every 2 turns.
How much money are we likely to come away from this fight with?
I don't know. Depends on. I don't know. You get some money for. How much we get money just for completing it, and you can get money from your feats as well. I think somewhere in the region of another 10, maybe you'll get. Maybe, memory serves.
Well, because I was thinking maybe I'd just get the fishbowl and improve my accuracy at a budget. Because I feel like, seeing as how it gets damaged when you take... Well, I mean, I guess I might take damage if we're fighting against a ranged enemy anyway.
Now, bear in mind, before we buy anything, and only before we buy anything, we can spend 2 money collectively to wash the market and draw another 10 cards.
In doing that?
I mean, I don't like anything here with the exception of lemonade. So maybe.
Yeah, it's a shame really, because there's a bunch of stuff that seems quite tasty here that we can't afford.
So we could just say, well, that could happen again. So maybe we should just try and win this first fight.
I was thinking get like something
like
sort of cheap and useful. Like the sticky honey feels like it could be useful. The lemonade is definitely going to be useful. I'm thinking the fishbowl might be useful, and its budget. I mean, the thing is, I can get the slingshot for 5 because I get a discount of 2 on it, so that might be worth it.
Slingshot for 5, yeah,
because I get 2 off of it.
And then if we do come across an event that lets us trade gear, you could give me the Rudy Tutor, which I may not want by then, but who knows.
Slime Hunter says, also the fishbowl does that that one thing. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I guess. Yeah, okay. Well, I could actually afford the fishbowl and the slingshot, but I don't really need both.
Yeah, I don't think you need the fishbowl if you're going to take the slingshot. I think the slingshot's actually quite a good buy for you, genuinely, because it's better accuracy, and you also don't have to worry. You can use it every turn. It's a lot more mocks though. It's 3 mocks to use.
Oh, I've only got 2 mocks.
You haven't even got 3 mocks, dude.
All right, problem solved. I'm buying the fishbowl.
Yeah. Okay.
Didn't even
so
that
costs you 4.
If I've accomplished something, can I now reveal it? All right, so I have this secret thing, which is budget shopper. Buy something that costs 4 or less. If you achieve this, +1 coin or +1 movement in this fight. It's also worth 0 points.
Oh, I should tell you this, actually. It's a good. I'll tell you this now. One of my special abilities is blacksmith. While in town, other townsfolk may pay you 5 coins and discard a piece of non-starting gear. If they do, they receive the first weapon in the peddler deck.
So that could be like a...
Yeah. So you could buy something dirt cheap, not necessarily this turn, but you could buy something like sticky honey, for example, and then give me 5 money. So you lose the 5 money, but at least the team doesn't lose it. And then for 3 money plus the trading of 5 money, you could end up with something amazing.
I do still have... Oh yeah, I don't have the money for that now, unfortunately. But I mean, I am a big gambler, and that does appeal to me. I mean, I do love to gamble. Do I decide now whether to have the coin or the movement?
Yes.
I'm kind of tempted to take the money. Do we think 1 movement is really useful?
Yeah, do if you want.
It's 4.
What's your movement? 4.
Alright, I'll take the money because
you've got pretty good movement. I think you're okay.
I have the hand cannon and I can't afford it, so next time when I gamble on something completely useless, I'd like to be able to afford to waste my money.
I'm gonna buy lemonade because it's a one-time use consumable, but I think it will have. I think it'd be good to have heals available to us.
Okay, so we alternate buying one thing at a time.
It's back to you if you want to buy another thing. Slime Hunter saying you could trash the fishbowl for a weapon. Yeah, you could, but I think you want the fishbowl, don't you?
Feels like a big gamble, but I do like gambling. 7.
But how much money do you have right now?
Oh, looks like we lost Chris on Skype, but I still see him on the stream. Nope, Skype definitely crashed. God damn it. There's always something. Hey, so, okay, chat, help me out here. Greg and Slime Hunter have played before. Do you think that I'm quite likely to take 2 damage and just you lose the fishbowl anyway? Like, that's sort of what I'm thinking. Like, I could gamble on a big weapon here if the slime bowl is just going to get broken anyway. Like, or the fishbowl, sorry. It's going to get broken anyway. It's not that good. Hello! Skype crashed on my end. I don't know how far we got.
Saying, if you are gonna take this gamble, then I will not buy the lemonade, because I'm gonna end up with. Oh no, it doesn't matter. My maths are all wrong. No, they're not. No, they're not. My maths are fine. Because I could then use the 5 money you gave me. I'd have 15. I could buy the buffet tray, and then the buffet tray I can use to heal you anyway instead of the lemonade, and I'd be a complete tank because I'd have 2 items that let me negate an entire round of damage.
Emma Forrest, it is literally Skype. We're actually using a very old version of Skype because it's the only thing that interfaces in OBS in the way that makes this possible. Okay, so so chat, now Greg is saying that healing is good, extra healing is good. I was asking chat if it's likely I'm going to take like 3 or 2+ damage and just lose the fishbowl anyway. So, but I do think like so the thing about the buffet tray is it also lets you heal.
Exactly. It's not as well as the lemonade, but it's I can use it more than once. So I think me getting the buffet tray would be great, but it requires... It says
once per fight, prevent all damage dealt to you or an adjacent townsfolk, and then 2 mocks to restore 1 hit point to an adjacent townsfolk. I guess that can't target you then.
No, it can't. But I'd have 2 items that let me completely ignore damage.
And Slime Hunter says there is a chance. Well, do you know, I think let's gamble then. Let's gamble because then we can just pool our resources. And so instead of getting the lemonade, Chris, you can hold off on that. I'll gamble the fishbowl and see what random bullshit I get. And then...
So you keep drawing, I guess, until you got a weapon, right?
Yeah, I mean, the way I've got this set up in the tray here, I'm just going to pull cards out until I pull a weapon card.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Here's the first one. Can we zoom in a bit?
And you have to give me 5 money to do this, of course.
Yeah, so here's the 5 cost coin. Here's the 5 coin going over to Chris, so you've got 15 now.
Thank you.
Now I've got 2. All right, let's find out what we got. Bam! It is leg gear, so it's not a weapon.
Into the discard pile it goes with a big fishbowl.
Hard liquor. It's a consumable.
Accessory, yeah. Come on.
Cartographer's map. Special gear. It's not a weapon.
Come on, good weapon.
White flag. That's probably not a weapon. It's an accessory.
My God, how long is this going to take?
This is a whole stream now. Wooden plank. Melee. One-handed shield. That's not a weapon. Come on. Is there a pulse rifle in here? A Gatling gun? Sharp cheddar. Well, if you guys wanted to see the whole gear deck, then...
Slime Hunter makes a good point. We can sell stuff. You can sell something you don't want for half price anyway. So as long as you get something valuable, if you get something valuable, then you've actually made a profit. Oh my God!
I pulled the sticky leotard and the sleep mask, and I still haven't got a weapon. Third eye headband. How many have we gone through now? That's 8 pulls, no weapon.
Well, they always say you always get a weapon in 10, don't they?
Spiked vest, chest gear. So is this like a thing where now we're going to have a discard pile that's not going to come back around until we reset?
Yeah. Yes.
Branding poker, melee, 2-handed spear, 14 cost. 3 mocks, 4 accuracy, 2 damage. On a critical hit with this weapon, deal +1 damage and move the ruffian 4 spaces away from you.
So you can't actually use that. However, you've made a profit. You can sell it for 7 money.
Why can't I use that?
3 mocks. You can't use it yet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can't use that yet.
Yeah, it'd be good, though. We can get your mocks up.
I can't give it to you, right?
No, not unless...
We already discussed that.
Not unless an event allows it, which might happen. But I mean, you could just sell it as Slime Hunter was saying. Oh, Goiko, could you sell it and get the hand cannon? How much money do you have?
2 left, unfortunately, so no.
Yeah.
I could sell it for 7, and then I could pay you 5 and gamble again. No, I couldn't. I don't have any more gear to give up. Damn it. Yeah, because I guess technically I spent 9 on this, so I'm making a 2-coin loss.
You could sell it for 7, buy the honey, and then trade the honey in, and it give me another 5. That's the only way you could do it.
Should we just get fucking, like... Wait, no, does it say while in town? No, while in town. It doesn't even say once per town phase.
Yes, you can do it if you want.
Sure, why not?
But
I don't mind loading you up. We're allies.
It's my turn to buy, so I'm gonna buy the buffet card before that, if that's okay. Buffet tray, rather.
Yeah, by all means.
So that's 13. So I've got 2 left, and I get the buffet tray. into my right hand. Okay. And then you're going to sell.
I'm gonna sell the poker for 7, which I've done now, and then I'm gonna buy the sticky honey for 3.
Okay.
And then I'm going to give you 5 to turn the sticky honey into something good. All right, who wants to draw another 10 cards?
How much money do you have left now?
2, 1.
This is nuts.
I drew the money magnet. It's special gear. At the end of town phase, gain 1 coin for every 3 coins you own. That's great, but it's not a weapon. Emma Force is like, this is an economic game. When do you do the worker placement bit? I got the hero's sword, melee, one-handed sword. I can actually use this.
That's good. That's better than your granny's cane.
It does 0 damage, but plus 1 damage for each feat you've accomplished. I mean, it's not better than the granny's cane currently.
It's the same currently with 1 worse accuracy. However, it'll get better.
Yeah.
It's good. I think that's a good find.
How do I know what my max hit points are? Oh, it's health. It's there. Okay.
Health, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I don't equip it right yet, just because no, I will equip it because maybe I can do one more secret thing, and I guess the accuracy is fine.
Yeah,
Plus, it's a cool sword. I want to use the cool sword.
How many times are you going to roll a 5 in this fight? Probably not once.
I'm probably not going to do any melee attacks if I can help it. Alright, this enormous stack of gear we've just burned through now goes at the back of the box, I guess.
I'm looking for the hero's sword now. Oh god, my tablet's about to die. Not the camera one, the chat one. I'll have to sort that out. Right. Okay. Looking for this damn sword.
Greg Cherry says you can't sell starting gear. Well, we haven't sold any starting gear, Greg, fortunately. Yeah, it doesn't have a price on it, so how could you sell it? You could sell it for half and nothing, which is nothing.
Yeah. Okay, so that's it then.
Morganite says, I really enjoy this game. Haven't had a chance to do a co-op game yet. I guess this does have solo. I don't know.
Do I want to buy the lemonade? I could afford it now that you've given me all this money.
I think you should buy the lemonade.
Really? Shouldn't save it for... I got 7 money now. I could save it for something bigger. I already have the ability to heal you.
Yeah, but you don't have the ability to heal yourself.
But I've got 2 items that totally negate damage.
Okay. Well, you played before, so...
Yeah, I think I'm gonna choose. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Do you hear me? I'm crazy, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna get my charger though and try and plug in my Samsung tablet.
Alright, so I guess that's the town phase over. What happens now?
Next, we move on to the fight phase. I think the first thing we do is flip over the thingy. Yeah, reveal the next ruffian on the town map. And place the ruffian card and action deck on the sideboard. Sorry, actually, no. So the first thing we did, we actually kill the market now. So remove everything in the market and discard it, never to be seen again in this game.
No, I needed those shooting glasses. Damn it.
Ugh. At least I got the buffet tray out of it. And then we can flip over the town phase board. The fight phase board.
Oh my god. Amazing.
Reveal the first question mark, the chump.
Reveal the ruffian. It is Samuel Strawman.
Oh my goodness gracious me. Samuel Strawman is the chump.
Is he some kind of straw man? I presume this is him. It's a wild guess, but I think this might be him.
So we stick him up in the ruffian section there. Now I'm going to play with the standees because they're coloured.
I did punch out all my standees, but I'm not actually using them because I think they'll be easier for you guys to see the miniatures on the camera here. But Here's the Samuel Strawman standee, and he looks pretty scary.
So now you need to find Samuel Strawman's boss, cardboard piece.
I also need to get us.
Yes, that would be helpful. And then we need to set up the board according to the sacrificial field. Well, actually, sacrificial field is the final fight. We have to set up the terrain anyway. So I shall start fishing out the relevant terrain. We got the farmhouse. We got the Heidi haystack. Ooh, that's fun. Like this long ditch thing. That's cool.
The Bundits. They're bandit rabbits that hide in a hill. I love them. I hope we play with the Bundits.
The cornfield.
Is FF the players? No, what is that? Oh, the ruffian starts.
It stands for final fight. Don't worry about it. It's only if he's the final fight.
And we can start on any of the letter T's, is that correct?
That literally couldn't be more accurate statement.
I'm so clever, you guys. I know about how games work.
Ah, cool. I do like this. I do like the terrain system in this game. Quite similar to KDM.
Let me zoom out a bit here so you guys can see what I'm doing. Oh, we've got a big old trench.
Ooh, there's a barrel as well. Little barrel. The little pieces are actually kind of hard to find. Emma, where are you? Where are you, barrels?
Barrel!
Do a barrel roll. Wow, I really cannot find the barrel. Holy God. There we go, found it. Everything? Think so. And then you get the terrain deck, and you fish out a card for each of the bits and bobs.
Oh my god. See what you were talking about. I got so many of these little tokens. Where's the other barrel? Barrel! Where is the barrel? Help! I saw dog bones and milk.
Rickety Farm, cornfield. Cool, I think I got them all.
I can't find them anywhere! I got one barrel.
That's all. I think there only is one barrel.
Oh, I thought you said there was. I thought you said barrels, so I assumed two.
I did. I can't find the barrels, but didn't. There's only one barrel to find.
Oh no! I was looking for barrel. No, I didn't look at the picture. I wasn't paying enough attention.
Okay. I love how the blacksmith has a broom for a leg. Slime Hunter, at the start of the stream, I basically said that's why I picked him. That and the spanner for a hand, but the broom for a leg is particularly good. Okay. I am set up.
I think I am too. Oh no, I'm missing the hay bales.
Hay bale singular, you mean?
It's 2 hay bales on a single tile.
Is it?
Yeah, there's one in the background that's slightly darker. He said semantically in a way that made everyone stop caring. Okay, good. There we go. Right, I'm all set up as well.
Cool. I guess we should. Well, we did that second actually. So we need to mark the health of the boss. I had 2 health markers. I have no idea what I did with them.
Are these the red ones?
Yeah. Hopefully they'll show up in due course. His health and movement need to mark.
Okay, 2 players, 6 movement, and 11 health. 11! Weakness, chopped pole. Samuel instantly takes 1 damage per townsfolk.
So that's if that weakness triggers, which it hasn't yet, and it may or may not.
Ooh.
So if we look on his front, he's got a bit of story.
Yeah.
He's at chump level, so at chump level he is a wet straw weakling. Nothing special about this sack of straw, should be a cinch. If he was the hooligan troublemaker of Final Fight, he would have additional rules.
Yep, all down here. So
and on the reverse, we've used the reverse to set up this terrain, but everything else on the reverse is only applicable if it's the Final Fight.
Which is not.
Exactly. So it's just basically read the story and then we move on to the fight.
Samuel Strawman and the old sheriff never saw eye to eye, but could agree on one thing: the importance of maintaining the sprawling fields of Eureka Springs. But years of service made the sheriff way too lenient. Did the sheriff ever stop those no-good townsfolk when they started leaving trash in Strawman's haystacks? No. Did he care about when the garbage started to attract crows? Nope. How about when that bench rascal dumped his old bike in the ditch? With the passing of the deadbeat sheriff, Samuel has decided the crows aren't the problem, it's the townsfolk. He's going to make short work of those lazy litter bugs. I mean, it seems entirely reasonable to me.
Endeavors.
Yeah. Can we be on the side of the straw man?
Okay, so we need to fish out the his behavior deck. I need to give it a good shuffle. Yeah, I love the character design. Morganite. Very Cuphead, as has been said by no one on the internet ever. I am the first person to make that comparison. I don't know why I'm bothering shuffling, because Mike's got the master copy. Okay, and then...
Do we use all the behavior cards?
All his behavior cards, yeah.
I was just wondering if there's some special final fight behaviors or no.
Oh, I don't believe so, no.
Hey, Margot, thanks for dropping in.
Hello.
Get a cool view with this camera as well of the bits that are going.
Where we go?
Section.
He only has 11 health. This will be easy. So where do we want to... Oh, we should read through what the terrain does. That was it. I knew there was something else I wanted to do.
Oh, yeah, we should get out the terrain cards, right?
Oh, yes. Well, I've already done that. I thought you'd done it as well. Yeah.
No, I've just done the tiles.
Yeah, so get out the terrain cards and have a quick look at what they do, and then we fight.
Fight, 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 fight. All right, so we'll pop this down here, I guess, and terrain cards. Next jam.
So you want the wooden fence, the rickety farm, the foul outhouse, the big barrel, overgrown cornfield, dangerous dick.
Dangerous what?
Oh, that's a Freudian slip if ever I heard one. Holy crap. Wow. That's funny. Dangerous ditch.
Got it.
And Heidi Haystack. Wow. That's amazing.
Awesome. Okay. I'm enjoying how sort of quick and manageable this is. Like the components and stuff, I mean, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
There's not like tons of tokens or tons of mess. I'll tell you what, I'll also get those dice out.
That'd be very helpful.
There we go, some dice as well. All right, cool. I think that's it.
All right. Do you want to have a read through the equipment, the terrain there?
Yeah, okie dokie. So we've got a wooden fence. It's an obstacle. 1 mox to interact with it. Roll a die 1 to 3 when whatever you had in mind clearly isn't working out. Oh, do you know what? I'll just show you the cards on the green screen. Or I won't, you know. 4 plus success. Choose one of the following: break it down and remove it from the board, or hop over. If you're on the long side of the fence, you may hop to the square on the opposite side. Malcolm says, "Hi, all this looks super fun. Some of the artwork looks a bit like Cuphead, Chris."
Wow, I can't believe that we're only the first 2 people in the world to say that.
You guys are spot on. All right, we got the rickety farm here. It's an obstacle. When at the door, which I guess is the one little spot in the front middle here where there's no fence, I guess. And it says, roll a die. Knock for assistance. The owner refuses to answer the door. The owner tosses you a bandage. Restore 2 hit points, and the farm can no longer be activated. The owner reluctantly obliges. He lines his shotgun up through the window and nails the ruffian for 3 damage. And that's that. Cool.
That could be really good.
If we roll well, he might just refuse to answer the door.
True.
All right, big barrel. A barrel. Take a peek inside. There's an angry rat. It scratches your face for 1 damage. The barrel's done. It's empty. The barrel is done. It's a barrel full of wine. You chug it down and feel invigorated. Restore 1 hit point and increase your other stats by 1. Big barrel can no longer be activated. Did the stats reset every battle, or is that a permanent stat increase?
Is what a permanent stat increase?
It says restore 1 HP and increase your other stats by 1.
Oh, that's only temporary for the fight.
Right, so they go back to like the colored bands every round?
Exactly, that's my understanding. Greg will correct me if I'm wrong.
Or Slime Hunter, who also knows how to play. Right.
Cool.
Heidi Haystack. 1 to 4. There's no good. You can't seem to blend in. You're nearly invisible. Remove yourself from the board. Return to the board on a square next to the Heidi Haystack at the start of your next turn. If the Heidi Haystack is removed from the board for any reason, while you're hiding, you're knocked out.
Ooh.
Knocked out, I assume, means removed from this fight for the foreseeable.
Yeah.
Okay. Overgrown cornfield. Oh, they're mad. Yeah, he says reset. If the townsfolk begins their turn inside the overgrown cornfield, they must roll. 1 to 3. It takes forever to find your way out of this blasted cornfield. Place yourself adjacent to the cornfield and skip your turn. 4 to 9. You see a way out of the stalks. Your turn continues as normal. 10. You find something hidden in the stalks. Receive the first card from the peddler deck. You may equip it immediately. No more gear may be gained from this. Your turn then continues as normal. I want that. It's only a 1 in 10 chance. I'm such a gambler.
And you have to go across the dangerous ditch. The dangerous dick to get there.
Which we haven't even got to yet. Okay, here we go. Foul outhouse. Obstacle. You may attack the foul outhouse to deal 2 damage to all characters within 2 spaces of it.
Ooh.
You still must make an accuracy roll when attacking the foul outhouse.
Oh, you could shoot it.
Yeah, exactly. That would be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I could get across the dangerous deck and shoot it from the other side.
Speaking of it.
And speaking of, this is not the first dangerous deck that Granny's had to climb over. It's a feature. It costs 2 movement to enter the dangerous ditch square. Does not affect ruffians or movement via gear or abilities. 1 mox. Scavenge the ditch. Roll 1 to 7. You step on broken glass. Lose a movement. If you're already at 1 movement, you're knocked out. 8. This could be useful. Receive the first card from the peddler deck worth 7 coins or less and equip it immediately.
You can't unsay that, just so you know. It's on the internet now.
Hey, I'm a flirty old gunslinger. You should expect this kind of stuff.
That's your backstory.
I'm role playing.
Yeah. Not the first time Granny's role played.
Now you're getting it.
All right. So that's it then. We basically start now. Off we go. So we need to choose where we're going to start. So here's my initial thinking. You're more likely to need to heal because I have 2 ways of negating damage entirely, and I have more health as well. Actually, no, that's not true. Do I? No, same health. Whatever. You're more likely to want to heal, and you also can shoot from afar. So I think you should start near the rickety farmhouse so that you could potentially get the farmer to shoot him with a shotgun at some point for a mox, whilst also shooting from a distance.
Yeah. Okay. So you're saying I should start either right in front of it, basically.
Yeah, basically shoot down from it, and then I want to start even. I want to try and take. If I start then opposite you on the other side in D7, I'm actually slightly closer to him. So if he attacks the closest person, he'll attack me, not you.
Right, but he goes first, doesn't he?
He does.
Okay. Yep. This all seems reasonable.
Because I want to start close to him anyway, so I can hit him. So I think this makes sense to me.
Yep, makes sense to me too.
Let's go then.
All right, let's do it.
Hang on,
I need to put on some fighting jazz music. I don't have any. It's just gonna be the same weird jazz again.
Music.
I don't have any fun. Do I? Can I? I can actually search YouTube for aggressive jazz. Hang on. Genre jazz. Mood. I think there's a filter for mood here. Yeah, here we go. Mood. Angry. All right, here we go, guys. You ready for this?
Aggressive jazz.
This is gonna be a real gamble. Oh, there's only actually 2 tracks that have come up. Funnily enough, there's only 2 angry jazz songs.
Oh yeah, the fishbowl's gone, isn't it? You destroyed the fishbowl. I forgot that. I never discarded it.
Yeah, I didn't destroy it. I turned it into a brand, which I then turned into a sword.
And remember your secret event in case it triggers.
Yes, I've got 2 left. I don't think either of them are gonna trigger, unfortunately.
Soundtrack that would be good, actually.
What's that?
The Looney Tunes soundtrack.
You guys are all making sterling suggestions. I love all of these ideas. I can't use any of them, but
because they're legal.
It's true. Such a shame. All right, here we go. Here's the new, more aggressive soundtrack for the fighty bit. Probably turn down the volume a little bit just in case this comes on real loud and is totally obnoxious. Hang on.
Hey, Skimble. You kill the straw man.
Chris gets +5 Moxie this round.
He thought it was King Death Monster. He was here to play the White Lion.
This doesn't sound angry at all. This sounds the opposite of angry. This sounds like...
You're a skin.
Not angry. All right, here we go. So, yeah, so he goes first, doesn't he? So we're just drawing a behavior card for him? Is that what's happening?
Yes, that is what's happening. Skimble claws away. Good boy. Don't be scratching things. I know.
Crow Throw. Strawman utilizes everything at his disposal to rid you from his land. Target the furthest away townsfolk. Ranged attack. If the target is within 9 squares, the Strawman chucks a dread crow at them, dealing 1 damage, and then move Strawman towards that townsfolk and reshuffle the action deck.
This has gone badly. We've made him target you.
So he throws a crow at me, so I take a damage. Do I just move my my health pit down 1?
Yeah.
Okay, so I lose a health. Well, uh-oh, I'm on 3. And then he moves up next to me, right?
I think so. I was only listening to you because I've got a Skimble. But,
Solo Board Gaming Knight says, I wonder how this compares to Vagrant Song. Are people only comparing this to Vagrant Song because the art looks alike? No, you said that looked like Limbo. So why is this being compared to that? I don't know about Vagrant Song. Let us know in the chat. Okay, so he's basically going to move. He's got 6 movement. I don't know how the ruffian moves. He does have a facing. Should I have been paying attention to his facing when I set him up?
So I don't. So they rotate. I have yet to encounter anything where facing actually mattered, but they do rotate for free as part of movements. They always face the thing they're moving toward.
It's like, how do you know I have a cat? Okay, so well, okay, but is rotation automatic? It doesn't like cost movement or anything.
No, rotation is free as part of movement.
So is this if he moves like sort of if he's moving, does he move like one like that?
So I didn't see that. Sorry.
So if he moves like one line forward, is that one movement?
That's one movement. So he's going to move north 1 rank, north again, and then he's going to move east twice to reach you.
And I presume he's facing me as well, but
he's facing you and he stops at you. Okay. Because it says his object was to reach you, so he doesn't have to use all 6 of his movement.
Yeah, they say the artwork between this and Vagrant Song is somewhat similar, and they're both boss battlers.
And then we reshuffle. He might do that again because we reshuffle that one back in.
But he does have quite a few behavior cards.
Yes, indeed. He's a lot. Okay, so now it's my turn.
Yes.
That's irritating that he's run away from me, but that's fine. I can catch up with him. I have 3 movement, which is exactly what I need. So on a turn, you can move, interact with terrain, activate gear, activate abilities, change your gear for 2 mocks we mentioned, and attack. And you can do those in any order, including interrupting things. So I can move 1 space, attack, and move another 2 spaces, that kind of thing. You can only attack with each weapon once, however, per turn. So even if I had 4 Moxie, I couldn't attack with all Smacky twice. So I'm going to just move 3 spaces east towards him, so I'm right behind him. And then I'm going to spend 2 of my 3 Moxie to attack him with Old Smacky. Okay?
Alright.
So we need my dice camera.
Oh, yeah. Okay, where is that? I think it's this one. There we go.
Here we go. So I have an accuracy modifier on my stat sheet of 0. So it's face value, and I need a 5 up to hit. Here we go. I dropped the 10. There we go. 7!
Wow, the delay on that camera is insane.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. Okay, 7, cool. So, what did you need to hit? You needed 5 up.
5, so it does 1 damage to him. So he's down to 10.
Cool.
All the abilities I have cost 2 mocks, and I only have 1 mox left, so I can't do anything else. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to be doing much being right next to him here. Is there any penalty for me just moving away from him?
Nope.
There's not like any sort of threat aura or attack of opportunity. It's a shame you can't like backstab him or something.
Yes, that is a shame. But it doesn't seem to be a thing.
Well, I have 2 Moxie, and I can shoot him for 1 Moxie. The thing is, if I shoot him at this range with Rudy Tutor, I'm hardly going to do any damage. But I actually... So the question is...
You could also interact with the Rickety Farm, because you could
heal
well, 1.
That's what I'm thinking. But I'm thinking... So I can either interact with Rickety Farm, and then possibly shoot him with Rudy Tutor, but I'll probably miss. And then I can't use it next turn. Or I can try and smack him with the sword, which is probably not going to be great either. And then also I won't be able to interact with the house.
I mean, he won't be that... He's unlikely to be far away from us next turn either, because we're both next to him. I mean, he could have cards that make him jump away. It is possible. But I don't know. I mean, what you really want to do is interact with the Rickety Farmhouse and roll an 8+. That'd be great.
Yeah, okay, well, let's just do that then. I can do that. So I move 2 north, and then I just roll an 8 up. Can we see?
Easy.
Yeah, easy. I got this. I rolled a 2.
Oh dear.
He refuses to answer the door. Can I try again? I have one more Mox.
Yes, that's a good point. I don't see why you can't, because it says if you can't interact with it again for the game, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's no rule that's like you can only interact with each thing once per round.
There might be a rule that you can only interact with each piece of terrain once per round. Does anyone know the answer to that before I look it up?
Oh, look at that. The 10 is a little eye for information.
If Townsfolk can interact with each piece of terrain once per turn, it's actually in the glossary. How well done. So no, I'm afraid you can't. But you can try again next turn, though.
Well, I still have 2 movement.
Yeah.
So, what I could do is back up 2 and then shoot him with Rooty Tutor, and then
yeah. Then you can.
Then at least I'd get +1 to accuracy.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, bear in mind, the other thing to think about is you want to move towards me if you want me to heal you with the buffet tray. But there's no urgent rush on that.
Yeah, I think that's okay.
Yeah, so move away. I think that's fine.
1, 2. So we move back to here. So I'm now in the corner between the farmhouse and the ditch. And I'm like, I'm gonna shoot him. Here we go. So am I 2 or 3 spaces away? I'm 3, right?
Don't worry, Greg. You know the rules better than we do, so
Yeah.
we'll still need you. What was your question, Mike?
I'm 3 spaces away from him, right?
Yes, you are. Oh no, you're not. You're actually 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces away from him.
Right, because we don't count diagonal?
Precisely, you can't move diagonally or do anything diagonally.
Okay, great. So I'm 4 spaces away.
You got a clear line of sight. So
Why
you're
is
going
there
to be.
no component camera here? Where is it? There it is.
So you're going to be +4 -2, so for a total of +2 accuracy. So you need a 4 up.
And I've rolled a 4. I've hit him for 2 damage, actually.
Damage. That's huge.
And then
That's
Rooty Tutor, I guess I'm going to turn it upside down to remind myself I can't use it next turn.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So it's his turn again.
Oh my god. It's so fast. This game is so fast.
It's going very well.
I love it. I love it. Here we go. His behavior card for this round is Corn Padding. Strawman attempts to reinforce his body. Target the overgrown cornfield terrain piece.
Uh-oh.
Attempt to move completely into the target. If the strawman enters the target even partially, trigger the after effect. Otherwise, place this card on top of the action deck. Okay, so let's see, before we read after effect, let's see if he makes it there. So he's got 6 movement, and so he can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 forward.
He can get the half his base into it, which counts.
Yeah, so he's half on that and half on the ditch, according to my calculations.
Dangerous ditch costs 2 movement to enter, but it says it does not affect ruffians.
Boo! It's rubbish, this ditch.
Yeah, he's half in it. And what's the after effect then?
Strawman violently stuffs his body with ears of corn. He restores 2 hit points, and any townsfolk inside the overgrown cornfield suffer 2 damage.
Well, that's very, very irritating, quite frankly.
Yeah, I, for one, am deeply upset.
Oh, God, I can't even do anything. Well, I know I'll be doing next turn.
Well, it's your turn now.
Yes, it is. So I haven't got enough movement. I have 3 movement. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3. I can't get to you to heal you.
Boo.
What I can do then is I might as well, because I've nothing. The only thing I can do with my Mox is attack, heal you with the buffet tray, or use my Frantic Fighter special ability. So I may as well use my Frantic Fighter special ability, which is 2 Mox. If the next card in the action deck targets a single townsfolk, it targets you instead. If it does not target a single townsfolk, you gain +1 movement for the rest of the fight. So I might as well use that. There's literally no reason not to.
That's Chris's ability here. Yeah, 2 Mox. It's like a sort of an aggro effect.
Yeah, which I'm trying to be the tank, so it makes sense to use it when I have nothing else to do.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to move my full 3 movement directly east, directly towards the straw man.
You're sneaking up behind him.
Might as well, because we need to kill him, man.
Well, I think in the interest, the fact that I can't shoot, so I think what I do is I probably just run forward, talk to the farmer again, and then just continue to move away.
Yeah, because healing or getting him shot, both, it's all good.
Well, I've got 4 movement, so I could feasibly actually get next to you or behind you. Not behind you directly, but diagonally behind you. And then maybe on your next turn you can... No, you can't heal me, can you? But you've got 3 Moxie.
I can heal you. I can't heal you and attack at the same time, but
yeah.
But that's fine. We can see. Well, you might.
If I'm close to you, we have options.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see if the farmer heals you. It depends what you roll.
That's true. I presume I can't go over my maximum health here.
No, you cannot. Not unless you have gear that's giving you extra health or something.
Well, that's off the camera, but it's another 2.
Oh my god.
So he's still not answering the door. There should be you should put little counters out every time he doesn't answer the door, like aggro counters, where he gets more and more annoyed, and then eventually he does come to the door.
He shoots you.
Yeah, warning, if you have to roll a second die, and if you roll under the number of aggro counters, then he shoots you instead of the boss. So I'll just what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop in the space that is northwest of you.
Yeah.
And then you can either move north to heal me or just move over to him.
Hello, David K. Yes, it is whimsical and charming, but with a lot of blood as well. And there's some dark stuff I've seen in this as well.
Yeah, it's true. There's a loot deck for the bosses. That's the loot they drop when they're defeated, and every single one of their loot cards has blood on it.
Yeah, one of them is particularly horrifying, which I won't spoil in case we encounter it. It's his turn again. Samuel Strawman's turn once again.
Hopping poke. Samuel Strawman attacks with his sharpened stick. Target closest townsfolk. Move towards the target. If Strawman reaches them, deal a damage. After effect. If his weakness is active, well, it's not. So he just turns around and moves straight towards Chris and pokes him with a stick.
Excellent. Not really. Well, I might as well take that damage. I won't use the apron or the tray to negate it because it's only 1 damage. Maybe he'll do 2 later. Okay.
Yep. Is there damage tokens or something I'm supposed to be using? I just moved the little dealy bop up and down. Is that right?
Just the dilly bop.
Yeah.
So my special ability, Frantic Fighter, it did target a single townsfolk, so I don't get +1 movement, which is sad, but there you go.
Such is life.
So I guess I'll just stand here and hit him. Right?
I mean, that seems reasonable to me.
If you switch to my camera, I'm gonna spend 2 mocks to hit him with my old smacky. Need a 5, guys. And we got a 1. A 1 is not a 5.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so do I want to try and interact with the Rickety Farmhouse because I can, and because I have nothing else to spend the mocks on, or is that foolish because it takes away the heal from you? I think that might be foolish because it takes away the heal from you. Here's what I think I should do. I think I've answered my own question. I think I should hop over the fence and head towards the foul outhouse in the hope that I can draw him, and then he shoots. You can shoot it and blow him up.
Yeah, I mean, I could potentially do it more than once if the stars align.
You can't shoot the farmhouse more than once, can you?
No, the old outhouse.
You shoot that more than once.
It doesn't say. I assume it's once per turn, right?
Yeah, you're right. I assumed it would explode or something, but yeah, you're right.
No, it's shit, dude. It's not. We're being knocked out by methane gas here.
So if you go back to my camera, I'm going to spend 1 mox to interact with the wooden fence.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. my last mock. I rolled a 6, which is 4 up a success. So I can either destroy the wooden fence or hop over it. Do we have a reason to not destroy it?
I mean, is he inhibited by it?
I think. I can't remember actually. Regular obstacles. Do regular obstacles affect ruffians? Some of them specifically say they don't. But I don't know. Obstacles block movement of both townsfolk and ruffians. So he'll have to go around it.
Interesting.
Unless he has something that says break obstacles he moves through this turn. However, if I want him to come down to the outhouse, we should break it, right?
Yes. Hang on just a moment. I've stepped away from my desk.
I don't know where Mike's gone.
Mike, it's the Chris Show. This is the theme song for the Chris Show. I can't find what I'm looking for. Where did I put it?
I want to get sleeves for the cube cards, but I can't find the size. I hope the expansion Kickstarter will have sleeves as add-on. That's a good point, actually. I'm not a fan of sleeves, as regular viewers will know. But yes, they're an annoying size, actually, people who like sleeves.
Well, I was going to show you all the sleeves I used for the game, but I can't find the packaging. But there's a company. So I've used. So I've got, as you can see, I've got these sleeved. It's not the best fit in the world, but it's fine. They certainly all fit in the box. The card box is fine, and these are 65mm by 65mm. From a European company called Make Them Last. They call themselves MTL. And yeah, it's pretty good. They're pretty good.
Yeah, it's like laugh, but make them last. So do I want to destroy the fence is the question. I think I do.
Yes, because I think if you want to pull him towards the outhouse, then by forcing him to go around it, it's kind of productive, isn't it?
Yeah. So that means I do not jump over it for free. I just destroy it. I still have all my movement left, though, so I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, so I'm down south, so I'm beside the outhouse. And it's your turn.
Yeah, Emma4s, the regular size cards are just standard cards. These are super easy to sleeve. They're 63 by 5. 63.5 by 88. But the little ones, they're probably actually closer to 64 by 64. But like I said, you can't find that size. So I've got 65s by 65s, and they're pretty spot on. Okay, and so you've gone. So you're 1, 2, 3. You're direct. Did you just move south? Directly south?
Yeah, directly south.
Okay.
Ideally, we want you to shoot that without me being next to it, but I do have my 2 damage negations if necessary.
Yeah. This is true.
So,
is it back to me?
It is indeed, yeah.
Do I try the farmhouse again? Morganite says.
I think you try the farmhouse and you shoot him again, yeah?
Yeah, okay, so I go 1, 2, up to the door of the farmhouse then, and I knock again, and I'm like, hey, come on guy, answer the door. It's a 3! God.
You're rubbish.
This poor little old granny, she's like, hello! And he's like, I've heard about you. I'm not coming.
And do you want to move 2 spaces away again before you shoot?
Yes, exactly. So I've moved now two directly west.
So you're 1, 2, 3, 4 away again. So it's exactly the same as before. Plus 4 accuracy, minus 2 accuracy is plus 2 accuracy. You want a 6 up, so you want a 4 up.
Yeah, there we go.
So last time you successfully rolled a 4 and did the 2 damage.
Hang on, it's gone off screen. I can't see it. It's a 4 again!
Oh, I thought it was a 3.
No, that was the 3 I rolled for the farmhouse. I rolled this one off camera. I don't know why. I don't know why this. I'm just going to check the component camera here.
So that's 2 damage, yeah?
Yep, 2 damage.
He's back down to 8.
think it's actually the way it's set up on this particular screen here.
So it's back to him.
There we go. Let me just... Oh, I see why this is like this. That should be better. Okie dokie. Yes, back to his turn. And he took 2 damage to his back down to 8. Now watch him stuff himself full of corn again, the prick.
Well, that one's away in the discard, thankfully.
Send in the crows. Strawman commands a murder of crows to attack a distant townsfolk.
Yes!
This targets the furthest townsfolk. If the target is more than 6 spaces away from the straw man, well, that he's not. Right?
I'm 4 away, so no.
We're both actually equidistant, so do we pick?
Oh, no, if we're equidistant, you roll off.
Okay, so let's find out what happens. If the target is this... Right, so actually, I guess there's no effect here. I mean, he still moves into the cornfield, but...
Yeah, he moves into the cornfield, looks like.
But there's no one's 6 squares away from Strawman, so I guess we don't get attacked?
Yes, but there is. We won't get damaged by it, but there isn't. We will get damaged if we don't end our next turn inside a terrain piece. If you read the after effect.
Right. Okay. So let's roll off then and see.
So lowest person is targeted. Lowest roll, rather.
Oh, okay. So that how it works. All right. Let me get. Let's see. Yeah. Here we go. This is our old Jaws of the Lion system repurposed. Okay. Well, I've rolled a 6.
And I rolled a 4. So it's me. That's fine.
That we definitely didn't get to see that. I'm gonna have to adjust your camera here, I think, a little bit.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, it's a crit. I got.
You wasted it now.
I got a 4 from the real one.
Greg says, "Are you sure it's not pick?"
I'm pretty sure. I looked it up. When I played last time I played, I'll double check. Target and then glossary determines who the refereeing targets. Page 15. If there's a tie for a single target action, the townsfolk roll to determine the target. The lowest roll is targeted. An action plays out in its entirety, even if there's no valid target.
So you're under attack by crows.
Unfortunately.
I wish I had something to represent that.
So it does no damage, but it will do damage to me if I don't end my next turn inside a terrain piece. Which I basically can't.
Can you not get into the outhouse?
No, it's an obstacle rather than a feature.
Well, then you can get into the dangerous ditch.
I don't have enough movement. I would need 4 movement.
Yeah, I've got you 2 away from it.
2 spaces in between me and it, but it costs 2 movement to move into a space with it. Of it.
Yeah, so that's 4, isn't it? Oh yeah, you've got 3
3
movement. Okay.
Yep.
So then is he just going to back up until he's entirely in the cornfield?
Yeah, it says Strawman moves Strawman completely into the overgrown cornfield. So yeah, I guess he just moves directly into it until he's into it in the shortest possible route.
Man, I'm so tempted to just back up towards that barrel and chug a bunch of wine.
Hey Skimble, welcome back.
Hey, it's 50-50, I get lots of wine.
Oh, this is going badly all of a sudden, I feel.
I have no concept of how this is going. It's your turn.
Yeah, and I don't know what to do.
Right, because you can't actually get into any terrain from where you are.
Yeah, I guess I'll just move 3 spaces directly backwards. So, backwards is I'm going to move 3 spaces west. 1, 2, 3. Because I'm no longer within 2 spaces of the foul outhouse. but he will. I'm still between. It's still between me and him, so I'll still hopefully be able to aggro him back, and then I will spend my 2 Moxie to once again activate Frantic Fighter, in the hopes of either getting an extra movement or making him come towards me and stopping at the outhouse.
Emma Forrest is here with the tactical advice. You need to kill the baddie. Thanks. Damn it, on here I thought it was about drinking wine and collecting coins.
So it's back to you. Unfortunately, you can't use the Rooty Tooty.
I can't this round. Rooty Tooty's out of commission. Did you used Frantic Fighter, but did you take a damage for the crows there?
Yeah, no, but now I do. So yeah, I'm down to 2 health now.
Okay, well, now you could feasibly also use the farm.
Yes, but I still think you should probably do it, because you're next to it now. I still have 2 total damage negates to do, you know?
Well, I think in the interests of the fact that Rooty Tooty is like a one-on, one-off kind of deal, and it costs 1 mox actually, so I could feasibly knock on the door. Let me just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I'm stood 1 space south of the farmhouse, I'm at range 5, aren't I?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll go via the front door of the farmhouse to that spot, and then I can...
You can't shoot this turn, you know that, right?
Oh god, yeah, we literally just said that. Okay. Yeah, so I guess I'll just move forward to knock on the farmhouse door.
Okay.
God, what a waste of time this stupid farmhouse is.
Only because you're crap at rolling.
Okay, I'm channeling Chris's School of Dice Rolling here. Alright, I'm swapping over to my right hand, even though it's much harder to...
But unfortunately, Mike never moved on to 10 dice.
I rolled a 5!
You heal 1.
Great. And the farmhouse is done, right, for the rest of the game?
Yeah, you wasted it. Well done.
And if you want to be able to roll dice like me, check out Chris's School of Dice Rolling.
Back to him.
Look, I'm closing... Oh, look at this! You can actually flip over the farmhouse to the not home sign.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was gonna make a joke about, like, turning it around so we couldn't get in, but it actually has, like, a barricaded side. But I only moved 3, so I'm gonna move 1 more, west. Because I might make my way over to that barrel.
You moved 2.
Oh, did I? Okay, I'll go back again, so I'm on the corner of the farmhouse then.
Okay. And then it's his turn.
Back to the Crow Man. What's he up to? Snip, snip! Strawman cuts away at your defenses. Target the townsfolk with the most equipped gear, which is you. Move towards the target. If he reaches them, deal a damage. Well, I don't think he will.
He will not.
1, 2 south. 3, 4, 5, 6 north puts him, by my money, just on the west side of the ditch, and 1 row up from the outhouse. Does that seem reasonable?
So he needs to move 3 south and then a bunch west, right?
Yeah.
So move him 1, 2, 3 south and then 1, 2, 3 west. So he's half on the ditch. Is that what you said?
That's not quite what I had. 1, 2, 3. Right, but I moved him 1 less south than you did. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now he's half on the ditch.
We can choose to do it that way if we want to. It doesn't make any difference. It doesn't make any difference though.
Well, I've done it this way now. I guess... I don't know if he prioritizes lining up with you by row or by column or what, but...
It's up to us, I think.
Okay, so if he reaches you, you take a damage, but he doesn't. And now you roll. But, does that still hit you even if he didn't get next to you?
So I don't know. I would assume not, logically.
Yeah, because he's shredding your gear, right? And he didn't even get to hit you.
Now, having said that, I don't actually have I do have chest gear. Yeah, I don't want to lose my chest gear. Fucking hell. But he didn't hit me, so it makes... Yeah, isn't it? Surely I don't lose any. Surely this doesn't happen.
If
I think it only happens... The effect only happens if the attack happens, surely.
Well, let us know in chat if you know. Do we go into the after effect if we don't trigger the full middle row? Let us know. And we'll retroactively make Chris roll. In the meantime, let's press on, as though it doesn't happen, because it doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense. I can't reach him again to hit him.
You need more movement, Anvil Man.
I know, twice I've tried to get more movement and it hasn't worked.
The good news is, he is now within 2 of the outhouse.
He is.
Is
Do you
he?
know what I'm actually...
No, he's not. He's not.
Do you know what I'm actually going to do? I'm going to pay 7 money. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's all my money, is it? God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is all my money. 7 money exactly. To reveal the altruistic do-gooder feat card. You can switch my camera if you'd like to. Which says, pay 7 coins at any time to achieve this feat. 1 point, and if you achieve this, gain a money or a movement for this fight.
Alright. Well, there you have it.
And now I'm going to move 4 spaces towards him. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, do I want to do that though? That part, because then he's not going to be within the. Oh,
he's not going to come towards the outhouse where we shoot him.
Yeah. I'm tempted to run towards the barrel and try and heal using the barrel. What do you reckon?
Oh, are you gonna do the barrel? The barrel doesn't heal. Oh, it does heal. It restores
It can.
1.
You're full health, and I'm down 2. So
Yeah, no, you go for it then. You go get the barrel. I was only gonna do it because I have more movement than you, so I can kind of get out of the fight over there and then come back.
right, so I'm going to
easily.
move 4 spaces directly west in that case. So he'll still hopefully come close to the outhouse. He'll go directly past it. God damn it. 6. He'll be out of 2 again. Right, I'm only going to move 3. No, it makes no difference. God damn it. Okay. Well, we'll do that. And we'll just hope we can get him next to that damn thing. And that's over to you.
We're playing some kind of like James Bond villain theme over here. Right, my turn, is it? So let's reset this. Well,
Shoot him!
I'm out of range currently.
What's your range?
5. So I can literally move 1 space south, and then I think I'm in range.
No. You need to move more.
No, I need to move more. Well, I want to get to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Damn it. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Okay, so I go 3 south then. And then I'm range 5 from him.
3 south. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Correct, yeah.
And now I'm going to shoot him.
Yep.
And I get a big old bonus. This is max range 5, which means that I get +5 to my accuracy. It's on -2. So that's 3. So I need 3 up. And I rolled 6.
Nice.
Yeah.
2 more damage. So what actually happens now is he goes down to 6 health, but he crossed over the... Oh, actually, hang on. I think he might stop at the 7.
Uh-oh, is there an enrage mechanic I don't know about?
Yes. Yes, there is.
Dear.
The only thing I don't remember is, does he actually take both the damage or not? 2 or below. So that's fine. Yeah. So he does take both the damage, but he gets a turn now, and if it happens at the point where it would be his turn anyway, he gets 2 turns. So he now gets 2 turns.
God. Okay, so the enrage mechanism is he gets an extra turn.
Yep. But he would get it between our, but like a direct. He gets it now. So if it was not due to be his turn, he'd get it, and then we'd continue, and he'd get his normal turn.
But he's getting an extra turn directly after my turn, which will be followed by his normal turn.
Precisely.
Oh dear. Let's get on with it.
At least he's at 6.
Lurk. Strawman blends in with the terrain. Target closest terrain feature while he's on the dick.
Yeah.
Attempt to move completely into the dick. If Strowman enters the dick, even partially, trigger the after effect. He lashes out from the shadows with all townsfolk within 4 squares of the target take 1 damage. That's fine, none of us are. So he just moves 1 step backwards, and then
does nothing.
And does and nothing happens, fortunately. And now he's going to activate a second card.
Indeed.
Violent landscaping. Closest obstacle, which is the foul outhouse. Move towards the target. If he reaches the target, trigger the after effect. Slices dices they are into rubble, dealing 1 damage to any townsfolk within 2 squares of the board. Remove the target from the board. Oh dear.
Has he just destroyed the outhouse?
Yeah.
Damn it.
So I guess, how does he move then? I guess we get to choose?
Yeah, so he has to move...
So you can either move 4 and be completely north of it, or he can move all 6 and then be east of it completely.
Or if he moves 3, he's still technically adjacent to it.
Oh yeah, okay, so you mean yeah.
So I think you just move him. I think we just do that. I think you just move the most direct route, the shortest, most direct route.
Okie dokie.
And you're not within 2 spaces.
No, so he just destroys it, and
we have, however, lost our opportunity to. So we got 2 turns and did no damage to us. However, we have sadly lost our opportunity to shoot the outhouse and blow him up.
This is true.
Which is upsetting to me. I'm upset.
Well, now it's back to your turn. So I think if you go and drink that wine or whatever, what I might do on my turn, because I've got no gun, I might actually go and see if I can hide in the hidey stack. Just because then he'll definitely go for you.
Yeah, sure, okay.
Well, because then he moves towards you and you're going to actually be able to hit him.
Just bear in mind, if you be in the haystack, if he destroyed the haystack when you're in it, you die. But I don't think that's very likely.
Yeah, I mean, we've just had violent landscaping. What are the odds he has 2 and we're going to get it again? Right? What are the odds? Come on.
I'm going to move north 1 space and spend 1 mox to interact with the fence. I'm going to roll, try and jump over it. I got a 7, which is easily enough. Do I want to break it? I think I'll leave this one, if that's okay. I think I'll jump over this one.
Yeah, that's fine.
So that was a 1 movement and interact. So 2 movement to go next to the barrel. So I've got 2 movement left. I got +1 movement now for 4. Spending my second mox to interact with the barrel. Here we go. Need a 5 up. Got a crit. Not that matters, I don't think. Just means I get a help.
Yeah, and you increase all your other stats by 1.
Oh, does it say that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'll increase my mox, I think, right? Because then I can heal.
Your other stats. So gain a health and all other stats go up by 1.
Oh, all the stats?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Yes.
I didn't realize how good that was. Nice. Sweet. And I got 3 movement left in that case, because I got 5. So I'll move 3 spaces east. Oops. And it's over to you.
Nice. Okay, I'm gonna go and now let's have a think here. 1, 2.
Oh, actually,
4, 5.
maybe I shouldn't. I'm just thinking, should I not move that far because he can reach me?
So I think maybe stay 1 space back.
1 space back. Yeah, that would do it. Yeah, 1 space back, so that I'm slightly behind the. Yeah, that will do it because the fence will actually creatively block it then, so he can't reach me with 6 movement. Let's do that.
So I'm going to move 2 spaces north, which puts me at range 5 of him, and then I'm going to shoot him with the gun, the Rooty Tooter. Yeah. And I rolled a 4.
Wait, did you definitely have the gun?
Did I?
No, you didn't.
Did I use it last turn? Yes, because I enraged him. That's right.
Yeah.
All right, so I didn't roll, and I don't damage him. This is why it's good to play these things co-op. All right, so I'm just going to continue up north and end my turn next to the Heidi haystack, and now I'm going to roll to hide in it.
Okay.
Do I need to be on it? No, I just need to be adjacent to it, right?
Indeed. Yep.
Okay. It's a 5! I hide in the hidey haystack. So I come off the board.
Nice.
Huzzah!
And it's his...
Alright, bring it on, Strawman. What do you got? Mow down! Strawman extends his clippers and charges forward. Target none. Turn towards the closest townsfolk and move forward. Strawman deals 2 damage to any townsfolk that collides with him.
Nice. So he's just gonna... Does he move... Yeah, it doesn't say like a straight line or anything, does it? No. So, I guess we go north, north, and then 4 times west, right?
Yeah. I mean, there's not a way for him to hit you, is there?
No, and the reason he moves north twice is because actually doesn't matter. He can move north twice, or he could move west an additional time. Either way, he's not next to me. Perfect.
Wop 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 wop.
Me. So I'm gonna move 1 space directly toward him. And I'm gonna roll the dice, try and kill him. Or hit him. No, not kill him, hit him. So 2 mocks to use old Smacky. There we go. That's a 3, which is not a 5, so he is not dead. I actually only needed a 4, not a 5, because of my +1 accuracy, so that's doubly annoying. I might as well use Frantic Fighter with my other 2 mocks, since I now have 4 mocks, because it might give me +1 movement. When do you reappear?
Now. I'm going to put myself adjacent to the haystack.
Well, I'm trying to decide if I want to move somewhere. Do I want to move somewhere? There's probably no reason to, is there?
Probably not. I mean, I don't know. Like, not unless you can get out of his range.
Which I can't. So it's fine. I'll just stay there. By the way, you can flip the barrel over to be empty.
Oh, can you? I flipped the card over, actually. Oh yeah, look at that. Amazing.
Alright, so it's over to you then. So you reappear, yeah?
Yep, so I'm going to reappear. I'm just going to reappear, I think, in the center space to the west of it, because then I'm at range 5 of him.
Okay.
And then I shall shoot him. Bang, bang. Take
Yeah,
this.
you've got a line of sight from the corner of your thing to him. That's fine, yeah.
Oh, there's a line of sight?
There is, yeah, but only for obstacles. Actually, I don't think it affects features anyway. And either way, don't worry, you can see him. It's fine.
Ugh, line of sight. Gross. Hate line of sight.
It's a relatively simple one. It's not too bad. Don't worry.
Thank God. Well, I rolled 5.
Nice. That means he is taking another 2 damage.
So thank God someone's doing something about this guy.
So he's down to 4, which means that he gets another.
He's going to enrage again. Should I hide back into the haystack or no?
I'm okay if you want to do that, if you have the mocks left, because I've got 3 health and I've got 2. I've still got my buffet tray, I've still got my Smithy's apron. I'm okay with that.
Well, I've still got all my movement, but my concern is that if we draw 2 more cards, he might have something bad. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he hasn't done. We haven't seen a really nasty attack yet, have we?
No, I was thinking more like the violent landscaping. I mean, we've seen it, right?
Oh, right, yeah.
I mean, the odds of him having a lot of those seems...
Bear in mind, I've used Frantic Fighter. He will target me unless it's a target all, or target no one in particular. If it's a sole target, it will be me. So maybe don't bother.
Yeah, maybe there's not any really good reason to.
The only thing that could happen is he could end up destroying it and killing you by accident.
Well, there is but we have seen him use abilities that target the furthest person.
No, but he won't. He'll be me because Frantic Fighter. I pull aggro. If the next card targets a single townsfolk, it targets you instead. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I've got an aggro pull, so you should be fine.
It says, and Slime Hunter says, his turn starts immediately when he gets aggroed, if I remember correctly. So it looks like I probably don't have the opportunity to use my mocks or movement.
He's absolutely correct. It does. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and so that his turn starts immediately, and I guess I don't get to resume my turn. I'm just done.
No, you're done.
Okay.
Your turn is...
Well then, that makes all of this a lot simpler, doesn't it? Here we go.
Thank you for reminding us, Slime Hunter. Good point.
Mocking Crows. Crows torment your group relentlessly. Targets all townsfolk.
God damn it.
Move towards the closest townsfolk, then trigger the after effect. So crows hurl insults at your group, and it's impossible not to get flustered. All townsfolk must discard one unaccomplished feat of metal, if possible. Each townsfolk takes damage equal to the point value of the discarded feat.
Okay, so first thing that happens is because this does not target a single target, my movement stat is increased by 1, so I've now got movement 6.
Mm-hmm.
I needn't to bother doing the...
movement 6? Is it not 5?
It's now 6.
I thought it was 3, then it went up to 4 because of wine, and then it went up to 5. Did it go up one more?
Yeah, remember my altruistic do-gooder, my feat that I achieved.
Oh, yes. I didn't move it for that.
Which I now regret spending that money on, but there you go. It seemed a good idea at the time. My movement kept hurting me, so I paid to increase my movement, and now my movement's 6. Yeah, so luckily I have unaccomplished feats that I definitely cannot do.
Yeah, I've got 2 that seem really difficult.
So I'm going to get rid of Trap Layer, which is the ruffian takes damage from a terrain piece, which looks like it would be very possible at one point, but not anymore.
I'm gonna.
It's 1 point, so I take 1 damage.
I can't decide which of these is less doable, but I feel like this one might be slightly more doable. So I'm getting rid of Trained Sprinter, move 6 or more spaces in a straight line in a single turn, which I could have done if I'd done what you'd done, but
yeah.
I didn't because I couldn't complete a thing.
Is that 1 point of damage as well?
Yeah, because it depends how many points the thing you discarded is worth.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't remember, so I was asking.
Oh yeah, so if it's a 1 point card, it's 1 point of damage.
So I couldn't remember how many points your card was.
Yeah, it's 1 point.
It's already. Yeah.
Yep. Which was the one you discarded?
Trap Layer.
Trap Layer. Okay.
Layer of traps. So
I thought I was your only romantic partner, Chris.
What?
Trap Layer? The layer of traps? No?
I lay trap. Oh, I get it.
Okay, thank you. The best jokes are the ones you have to explain.
He moves towards the closest townsfolk, but he doesn't because he's already adjacent to me. Thanks, Morganite. Thanks for dropping by. Have fun at work. Or at least, don't have a good day. Even if you can. So that was his first turn, right? So he gets another turn now.
Yep, that was card number 1 of 2. Menacing Trimmers. Strawman hops in your direction, brandishing his bloody trimmers. How frightful! Targets the closest townsfolk, moves towards the target. Excuse me. Snips up everything within arm's reach. Deal 2 damage to all townsfolk adjacent to the Strawman. Well, that's just you, I think. I don't think he moves at all.
I'm the closest. He targets me, which means he doesn't actually move at all. He does 2 damage to me, so I'm going to flip the Smithy's apron to prevent all that damage.
Yeah, because otherwise you'd be dead. Knocked out.
Nice. Well, that's good. That's a nasty one. So I'm glad I had that ready to go.
Yeah, I see the damage counts in this are fairly low. Like, I thought the fishbowl would definitely be quite a lot more fragile than it seems like it would have been, but that's fine.
Yeah, you got a hero sword out of it. It's fun. So back to me now.
I like to gamble. Yep, back to you.
So first things first, I'm just going to use old Smacky here to smack him.
Seems reasonable to me.
Need a 4 because of my +1 accuracy. Here we go. Rolling the die. 7. 1 damage. He's down to 5. I'm then going to move
No,
North.
I've got him on 4. He's down to 3.
Not sure what happened.
Well, because he went, because we got him, he just enraged, so he must have been on 4.
Oh, do you know what I just did? I know what I did. I moved it. I just adjusted his movement instead of his health.
Well, that'd be great if we could get his movement down to like 1. This would be a lot easier.
Oh, there was something I definitely at one point. I definitely did damage the movement of the boss. Oh, with crits. That's how you do it. Deborah critted at one point.
Nice.
Broke his leg or something. So he's down to 3 health. Excellent. Okay, so I'm going to move 3 spaces north. So I'm next to you.
Yeah.
And I'm going to spend my other 2 mocks, because I have 4 now, to use the buffet tray to heal you 1.
Hey, that's great. Thank you.
You're welcome. It also happens to increase, to accomplish Nurse for me, if you want to swap to my camera. Nurse! Restore 1 health point to another townsfolk. If you achieve this, get 2 money or +1 movement. I don't think I need +1 movement this time. I'm going to take the money. So there we go. I still have 3 movements. I'll move. So I should move away from you so he doesn't like hit both of us or anything.
Mm-hmm.
But where to is the question. Do you have any preference?
Well, I'd like. I mean, I'm thinking potentially. On my turn, I'm not really gonna have like anything to do other than potentially hit him with my sword.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, really like almost not worth doing.
No, I don't agree with that.
Well, I need to roll an 8.
Yeah, but you're really good at this. You've been going for the dice rolling. Okay, I'm moving towards. I'm gonna move 1 south and then 2 east, so that I'm underneath the Heidi haystack. And he'll move up towards both of us, but not hit both of us. Is that okay?
Yep. I mean,
Okay, over to you.
I'm still gonna have to. I'm still gonna have to move all my movement and go adjacent to him if I'm gonna hit him with my sword.
Yeah. Well, you can go to the Heidi haystack if you want to, I guess.
I mean, I don't even know if it's necessarily worth it.
We basically, if you can shoot him next turn, which you're able to try, and I can hit him with my hammer next turn, he's dead. If we both get successful attacks next turn round, he's dead.
Yes. So does a successful attack from me this turn make a massive difference?
It just means that my attack can fail. But it has the odds of your attack succeeding are a lot lower than mine.
The thing is, I'm on 4 health, so the odds of him actually killing me in 1 turn are pretty slim. So maybe I will just run up to him and try and smack him.
Yeah, go on, do it.
And as Slime Hunter says, there's always a chance you crit.
Yeah, exactly.
So I run 4, I'm like, ha! Yeah,
4 south?
You look like all straw.
Are you running all 4 south, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Get some skin on your bones. You're too skinny, like a straw. And I've rolled under the. I rolled a 7, which is very upsetting.
Oh, right.
It was a 7 before I knocked it. There we go. Damn it. Oh well, never mind. I can at least turn my gun back to shoot position, and we'll see what he does. Scarecrowed! Straw Man grabs a pole from the dirt and shoves it down the back of your shirt. Target the closest townsfolk. Move towards the target. If he reaches them, trigger the after effect. He hoists the target up to the pole. Better brush up on your hopping skills. Keep this card in front of you. Your melee weapons have +2 range. You can no longer move using movement or gear abilities. Instead, once per turn, you may move 3 squares in a straight line, unaffected by anything. You may also move through obstacles and the ruffian, but you cannot end your turn on either.
You're hopping on the pole.
I mean, that's how completely random. I suppose this could be really awful depending on what kind of character you are.
This could be terrible depending on all sorts of things. Luckily, at this end game moment, you just need to hop 3 away from him towards the barrel and shoot, which is fine. Or towards anything, whatever you want.
I've been scarecrowed!
So I'm going to move 1 space south directly next to him. And I'm going to attack him with old Smacky.
Smack him.
Here we go. 5. That's 1 damage successfully. Needed a 5 plus 1 accuracy. Needed a 4. So he's down to 2 health. I don't even think I'm going to bother moving. I think I'm just going to stay next to him and hope you kill him.
Seems reasonable. I'm going to hop 3 backwards and try to shoot him. So I'm at range 4, which gives me plus 2 accuracy, so I need a 4 up. Ooh, let's see. Yeah! It's a 2! No!
No! You suck!
Damn it. Hey. That's not... It's fine. I was scarecrowed.
Oh, God.
Small crows. Tiny scarecrows come running out of a nearby cornfield. Are these his kids? The 2 townsfolk closest to the overgrown cornfield. Okay, so it targets both of us because we're the only 2 townsfolk. Attempt to move completely into the overgrown cornfield. Tiny scarecrows swarm the targets, dragging them into the strawman's field. Place the targets inside the overgrown cornfield regardless of distance.
So he tries to move towards it, so I guess we just move him 6 spaces directly towards it, yeah? So he's half in the ditch and half not in the ditch. And then, so we effectively warp there, but do we? Which spaces do we occupy? Is it our choice? What do you think?
I guess it must be our choice, right?
I would have thought so. So I guess I'll start just 2 spaces directly east of him in Oscar 7.
Mm-hmm.
How about you?
Okay, great. I'm gonna go to P10. Papa 10.
Okay. So you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces away from him at present.
Am I? Well, that's fine. I can't shoot him this turn anyway, and he's probably gonna move.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright,
So this
back
actually
to him.
it pulls us into this nasty terrain piece because we have to roll at the start of our turn. See what happens.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. My turn, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so the first thing I gotta do is gotta roll for the overgrown cornfield effect. Here we go. I got a 6, which says 4 to 9. You see a way out of the corn stalks, your turn continues as normal. Very fortunate. So I'm going to use 2 movements to move into the dangerous ditch. I'm now adjacent to him. So I will now attack him with 2 mocks. Here we go. A 1. God damn it.
I'm not gonna grief you about this, but I'm pretty sure you've missed more than me.
I don't think that's true. You couldn't knock on a door.
Well, that's true. The door was a disaster, but I'd blame the angry farmsman for that. He's just mad because of the crabs I gave him last time we met.
So I'm gonna use my last. I have 2 more mocks actually. I'm gonna use one of my other 2 mocks to interact with the dangerous ditch, because the only bad thing that can happen is you lose a movement. I still have 4 movement left this turn. So I'm gonna interact with the dangerous ditch in the hope of finding something shiny. Here we go. 1 to 7. You step on some broken glass. Lose 1 movement. If you're already at 1 movement, you're knocked out. Oh, I lose it permanently.
Lucky you've got 6. Although now you've got 5.
Now I've got 5. That's okay. And then that's the end of my turn, I'm afraid. Over to you. And you don't have your gun.
I don't have my gun, so I'm gonna roll for the cornfield first anyway.
Yeah.
And I rolled a 2, so I'm skipping my turn.
Oh no! Oh,
I've rolled so many 2s. I'm putting this die back in the box. Alright, here we
We're
go.
so close to the end, and now suddenly it's looking terrible.
What has happened? Impale! Strawman comes down on you with his sharpened pole. He targets Chris. He moves towards the target, and if he reaches you, he deals the damage. You're in a rough spot, but Strawman's pole is in your grasp. You may opt to roll. So you're going to roll a die and add your max HP, which is 4, I guess. Or is it 5?
It's 5.
Oh no, it's 4, isn't it? Because it doesn't actually give you +1 health. I mean, the barrel gives you +1 HP.
Healed other ones, yeah.
Okay. So if you get a 9 or lower, you struggle beneath the pole and take an extra damage. But if you get 10 plus, before he can hop away, you grab the pole and snap it in 2 to activate his weakness.
His weakness is chopped pole. Samuel instantly takes 1 damage per townsfolk. It would kill him.
Yeah. But if you fail, then it will kill you.
Well, no, because I could use the buffet tray.
Oh yeah, that's true. Because Chris has taken the damage, so he's on 1 health left.
I kind of want to...
So you're adding 4, actually. So the odds of getting a 10, you need a 6 up. So it's not in your favor, but it's about the best disadvantage you can have. the smallest disadvantage. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would literally insta-kill him. I chop his pole off while he tried to impale me and graze me, and then the pole would get stuck in the ground and snap, and he dies. It'd be quite a dramatic cinematic finish to the fight. And I would like to go for it.
Yeah, I don't see any reason not to.
Because if I fail, I'm on 1 health with no safety nets left. That's why.
Yeah, but then you've got a chance to hit him on your turn, and then I've got a chance to shoot him on my turn.
I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Time Hunter says go for it.
Yeah. Snap that pole.
Okay. Yes!
It's a 6!
It's a 6!
Success!
That's exactly what I need.
The pole is snapped and the danger stick is no more. Slime Hunter said 50% chance, but I don't think that math is quite right. But you know what, I'll take it.
Not quite. It was a 40% chance, but still, it worked.
Hooray!
Wait, no.
We did it.
Wait, no, he's right. Of course. He's right. Of course it's a 50% chance. We're idiots.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, Slime Hunter.
The idiots won!
Excellent. I'm very pleased. Okay. So yeah, as I said, the weakness, chopped pole. He tried to impale me with his pole. Strawman comes down on you with his sharpened stick, but oh no! He's dead. That was quite the dramatic finish. I liked that a lot.
Excellent.
Quite a cinematic fight. We interacted. He destroyed terrain. You hid in the haystack. Every single piece of terrain was interacted with. Actually, every single one, apart from the foul outhouse, which was destroyed.
And then at the end, cool. Granny Mel was like, "Now come get me down off this pole, you jerk!"
Yeah. Yeah. I think it makes sense. I won that I have the most feats completed, considering you were by the end of it.
Well, my feats. I think you got. I think you got quite. The feats you've got are more accomplishable than mine. Like the budget shopper was fine, but that was worth no points. But these other two, I think it was extremely unlikely I'd actually get to do them.
Having to pay 7 coins just to do it was so annoying. But this is good. Right, so upon defeating the ruffian, all townsfolk may discard any unaccomplished feats that they do not want for next round. So I haven't got any because I already discarded. I accomplished 2 and discarded 1 during the fight. So would you like to discard the one you have left that's unaccomplished?
It's called Like an Ox, and it says end the town phase with 5 max HP. Yeah. I mean, I'd need to get something that gives me +1 HP in order to do it. And the one I discarded was...
What you discarded?
Let me just find it here. It's called Trained Sprinter. Move 6 in a straight line.
Oh yeah, so I'm just gonna just as well, so I don't draw it now later on.
And now we get some loot, do we?
Yes, so what's it say next? It says each townsfolk receives 6 coins. So I have 2, you have 1, so we're going to have 8 and 6 now. So 8 and 7, rather.
Yeah. Rich, baby!
And then it says, and 1 townsfolk receives a piece of ruffian gear. So the person who gets the ruffian gear is the person who has the most accomplished feats, which is going to be me. It's not points. Points is only for sheriff. It's the actual number of flipped over cards that we had from this particular encounter, I think. So it's going to be me who gets it, I'm afraid. But I don't mind that personally. So what we do is we get his 3, or his 2, is it? His 2? No,
it says here, the rock-filled jacket, the garden shears, and the scarecrow's pole.
Yeah, so we get his 3, and we're going to shuffle them up, and I'm going to get 1 of them. So hopefully it's not something that's really good for you, because the odds of being able to swap them are small.
Oh, here they are. I mean, you've already got a chest piece, and it looks like the rock-filled jacket's kind of the same thing. It's slightly marginally better.
I mean, oh god, it's all weapon. I have to give a one. Well, a better weapon would be good, I suppose. We'll see. Let's see what we get. Only 3 more fights. The game seems really long compared to normal boss fighters. Yeah, we were talking about that. I mean, it says 40 minutes per player on the box. And considering the game is meant to be played in one sitting, as far as I know, it implies that they think it's only 40 minutes per player for all 4 fights, which is 10 minutes per fight per player. That's insane. I mean, it took me and my partner about the bones of 2 hours for me to teach to her and then play 2 towns phases and 1 fight phase. So yeah, I think it's one or 2 fights per sitting, I think is the way to do it. Like this time we were learning as well. So next time maybe we get 2 fights in, and then the third fight, the last fight's probably longer because it has extra rules and stuff. I don't know, we'll see. How do you want to do this?
What about if I lay them out?
Pick one, or do you want me to pick one?
Left, right, or middle? All right. So Slime Hunter says, I'm hoping for the scarecrow poll. Well, chat, this is your fault. I'll pop a poll up in just a minute. So we've got left, right, or middle. I'm sure you guys can figure that out. Choose Chris's fate.
I think I'm hoping for anything but the rock-filled jacket. This is a slightly better version of what I have. Just for the story implications. Oh yeah, I get it. That's actually really cool. But I picked up the snapped pole as a trophy. That's fun. Now I kind of want it to.
Dun dun dun. So I guess after this, we'd just go back to the town phase then. And
precisely.
And that's exactly the same as what we've already done. So we'll go back to the town phase and start by dealing out 10 bits of loot. Is that right?
Yeah. That's it. Well, I want to get my loot first. I want to find out what I got. Oh, got a poll going on.
I guess
Do I get to vote? Am I allowed to vote?
Well, I don't think there's
I don't want to swing it and then get the wrong thing.
Quite convincingly.
Oh, I don't
know who voted right, but I'm gonna wait for 10 more seconds for Chris's vote to come in. I don't know why it hasn't. Yeah, there it is. There it is. And now I'm going to end the poll. These are a bit more functional when I don't have the latency quite so low. Next time it'll be higher, so sorry about that, guys. Um, but we had one vote for left, one vote for right, and one vote for middle.
Oh.
So let's see. First, what you didn't get, Chris, that you voted for. It's the Rockfield jacket. So you were dead wrong.
Oh, I did.
So whoever picked
wrong.
right,
okay, don't get that.
Chris is happy anyway. But it's the Scarecrow's pole. So you've got the shears.
Yeah.
It's a melee one-handed dagger, 13 cost, 1 moxie, 3 accuracy, 1 damage, and for 2 moxie you can search the action discard pile and remove 2 cards from the game, usable once per fight. That's cool. That's like take out the enemy's behavior.
That is. So it's basically better than Old Smacky in every way, with the exception that Old Smacky has a critical +1 damage, which this doesn't. But, I mean, how often do you get that anyway? And the 2 Moxie ability could be quite useful. You cut up cards, make sure they don't happen again. Yeah, that could be in longer boss fights. That could be quite good. And there's nothing stopping me. The Garden Shears and Old Smacky, they're both one-handed, and I could actually do 2 attacks a turn then, because the Garden Shears only cost 1 Moxie. Interesting. I'd have to give up the buffet tray, but that's cool. I like having these options.
Hooray for options!
We saw all but 3 of his cards, actually, didn't we? Actually, no, we saw Crow Throw. We saw all but 2 of his cards.
This is true.
So, do you want to do the town phase now so we're ready for next time, or do you want to leave it for next time?
Well, we've only been going just shy of 3 hours, so I'm happy, which for me is a short stream. But I'm happy to do it now. I don't think it'll take very long, unless you're particularly keen to wrap up.
We can. I haven't got time to do the boss fight, but we can do a town phase if you like. They're short.
Yeah, that's what I was
offering.
Then we can get back into the boss fight as quickly as possible next time. I mean, it's literally just a buying phase, basically, right?
Yeah, most of the time
it's going to take
so
it's going to take a hot minute to do the oh god, what was I going to say? Blah blah blah. We have to do these things as well, right? The goals. Oh, and a town event, right? That also happens. Oh, I didn't use my town event. Damn it.
Were you meant to? Did it trigger? What's up?
I mean, I don't think so. I think my understanding of this card is I can use it whenever I want to. And quite frankly, there was no need to use it in that game. So I think I just keep it now until whenever.
Yeah, you keep it. Yeah, so town phase. Each Townsfolk draws back into 3 unaccomplished feats, so I shall draw 3. And I'll show them to camera so that we can be told there's duplicates. So that's number 1. Oops, there we go. That's number 1. That's unlikely to happen for my character. We also have this one. That is also unlikely to happen, but it's possible. And this one. That one's again. That one's just kind of. We'll see. That one's just.
That's how I felt about the ones I had in the game we just played.
The only one that
let me show you guys what I've got here.
I
think these are both quite doable, actually. Like, these feel much more accomplishable than the last set I had. So here we go. These are my 2 new ones. So this one is just that. I think I can do that. And then this one says this, which I think also I can figure out. So that's good. Okay, and then it is, yeah, then it's back to the town. No, do we do an event now?
Yeah, we can do an event. 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 Yeah, we can do an event You want to get a robot to replace me, Difter? So was that, Mike?
Do I sleep is for the weak?
Mike?
Are you talking about sleeping?
What's
I
that?
don't know. I want to get to sleep. I don't know. I don't know what we're talking about sleeping. Do we do event now?
3 accomplished feats now event. Yeah. So should I go?
Sure, you can go first this time.
Do
if
you
you
go
want.
first then, or again? You went first
If
last
it's
time,
secret.
or I think we do it. Do we change the order? Actually, maybe we change the order. Yeah, rotate the buying beaten order. Yeah, so you're going to go first next, and I'm going to buy first, which means I do. So I'll do the event first. This is not a secret event, so you can switch to my table cam. It is called Shaky Hands. All the commotion around Eureka Springs is really getting to you. Looks like you're developing a case of the jitters. Keep this card in front of you for the next fight. Lower all your terrain rolls by 1. That is frustrating.
For you specifically or both
bad.
of us? All right, now I shall draw a
That's
nice,
for me
good,
specifically.
safe one. And Slime Hunter says, "Do you still have the running task?" No, I got rid of it, Slime Hunter. I did.
Yeah, he's only got the 3 new ones he showed you. You only ever have 3 unaccomplished maximum at a time.
Interesting, but quarrel at the harbor. You stumble over to the docks and notice a shootout between a fish-like woman and a group of ruffians. Norman Fishboy is not in the group. Before you are able to get close, the ruffians swarm the woman and tear her to bits. How are you supposed to take those fellas on? The whole scene leaves you quaking in your boots. Keep this card in front of you in the next fight. Whenever a townsfolk is knocked out, lower your accuracy by 1. That's fine. If anyone's getting knocked out, it's probably me first.
If I get knocked out, then
well, actually,
we're in a bad state.
Just so you know, if you get knocked out in this next fight, the chances of me bringing it back are very slim. Now that I'm scared. That's so he is a fish boy because this refers to a fish-like woman, so he must be a fish-like boy.
What's the name of the one you achieved? By the way, I forgot the feat you've already got done. What's the name of the feat?
I achieved Budget Shopper.
Thank you. I'll fish that one out.
I seem to get all the really shitty ones that aren't worth any points.
So the next thing we do then is shop with the peddler. So draw 10 cards, please.
All right. Oh, we don't have any. We need some good shopping music. Yeah, I know.
Budget shopping is not even worth any points. It's just...
yeah, exactly.
It just got you some money back, was it?
I guess.
That's all helpful, I guess. Because it didn't even work towards you getting the boss item.
The odds of me getting the boss item are pretty slim. Alright, so the first item is a rhythmic drum, chest gear instrument. +2, no, you spend 2 mocks, all other townsfolk gain +2 accuracy until your next turn. Probably better in a larger group. Rhythmic drum!
Sorry, it was called Rhythmic Drum. Okay, cool.
And the next one is Spyglass, melee, one-handed, unique. 9 cost, 1 mocks, reveal the next ruffian action. This can only be activated if you're 7 or more squares away from the ruffian. That's pretty cool. You can plan around what he's going to do. I could buy that. I like to stay away from him anyway. We've got the grip tape. Accessory, +2 accuracy, +2 to your accuracy rolls with 2-handed weapons. That'd be cool if I got a rifle or something. Slime Hunter says, you only draw 1 new task, you drew 2 new tasks. Yeah, because, Slime Hunter, we had one card, I think it was a boss card that made us discard a feat as well, an uncompleted one. So I have discarded 2, even though I only actually got 1 accomplished, and... Oh, I only drew 2 unaccomplished.
You should have 3 unaccomplished, though, right now, yeah?
Oh, okay.
No, so
I don't know why I thought
I
was counting the one I finished. Okay, let me quickly draw another feat.
No, you always draw up to 3 unaccomplished. ignoring the
And by the way, tell us if we've got any in common. And here it is.
Yes, please. This damn rhythmic drum.
Alright, back to the items. I'm
How
glad
have I
you're
not
here,
found
Simon.
this
Hunter,
rhythmic
keeping
drum?
me
It's
on
insane.
track. Alright, sandals, leg gear, +1 movement, 5 cost. That's probably a good thing for Chris to grab.
Yeah, that does sound good.
And now we're on to Heroes Tights, leg gear, 12 cost, +1 movement for each feat you've accomplished, up to a maximum of 3.
Nice. That could also be good.
Cast Iron Cauldron, chest gear, +3 max hit points. Your movement is set to 2 and cannot be increased or decreased. I mean,
It looks like cute.
yeah, that makes it pretty tanky.
Lots of health in fairness, though.
The Miner's Cap, headgear, 2 mocks, move exactly 5 squares in a straight line. You may move through any ruffians or terrain, but must end your movement on an empty square. 10 cost. That's quite good, I like that. Yeah.
Was it
I could
called
use that to
Miner's
like
Cap,
run
was
away
it?
from enemies and then shoot them with my gun.
What was the third
Grip
item you
tape.
drew?
Yeah.
Grip tape. And then sandals next to that,
The
yeah?
accordion boots, leg
Cool.
gear,
Alright,
instrument,
I'm getting
9
there.
cost, +1 movement, 1 mocks, move exactly 5 squares in a straight line. You may move through any ruffians or terrain, but must end your... Oh, this is the exact same as that other, as the Miner's Cap, but it's better because it's got +1 movement on it. But then it's 1 mocks to use. Yeah, this just seems better. How is this not just less good than the Miner's Cap?
It costs 1 mox to do the thing.
Yeah,
It's
but
2
surely
mocks,
it's
but you
better
get
to
a
have
movement.
it only cost 1 mocks. Yeah, so it's
What?
cheaper.
Yeah,
it
of
gives
course
you
it is,
+1
yeah.
movement,
Oh, right,
and
yeah,
the ability is the
yeah.
exact same but less. Oh no, the ability is usable once per fight. There you go. I still think that that's better.
There you
Yeah, I guess.
At
I
least-
guess
at
it
least
depends how
there's,
many
you know,
times you
room
want to
to debate
dash
now.
in a straight line in a given match.
Exactly.
Alright, here we go. It's the Trekkers. It's more footwear. 12 cost, +1 movement. Whenever the action deck is reshuffled, gain a movement and a mox for the fight. Potentially good, potentially pretty useless. I mean, it's got +1 movement on it. And the final item is the Wizard's Robes, chest gear, +1 max HP. Your staves and wands gain this ability. 1 mox, deal 1 damage to a ruffian within 4 squares. 14 cost. Oh, I like Wizard's Robes. I don't have any wands or staves. I didn't know there was a wizard in this game. How did I know there was a wizard and I'm not the wizard?
I don't think there's a
Well,
character.
then
who's a
why are
wizard.
there Wizard's Robes?
So
I
look at
want
the
to become a
convicts.
wizard. I can't afford them though. It's so
Sorry.
upsetting.
That was Harry Potter's trouble until he
Yeah,
found out
where's
he was
my
rich.
Gringotts secret bank account? Come on. I deserve it, damn it.
And people criticize Jane Eyre for having a Deus Ex Machina regarding wealth. I just got a very approving nod from Deborah in the background, impressing her with my literary knowledge of books I haven't read, but I've listened to her about. Right. Okay. I've somehow managed to. The great thing about you talking to camera and reading all those things is it gives time to find all the cards. There's an enormous deck. Right. I'm getting first purchasing order. Is there anything you want?
I think the real question is there anything I can afford? I'm kind of tempted to get the spyglass. I quite like the grip tape, but I don't have a two-handed gun.
Spyglass will take up space. Will have to give up your hero sword or something. Now you could sell your hero
Oh yeah,
sword.
it's a
Bear that in
melee,
mind if you're not
one-handed unique.
feeling it.
Oh no, I think I'll keep the hero sword. Then I guess I'm not interested in that. Then I should probably get some shoes.
You want to increase your accuracy so that the hero sword can, as the hero sword's getting stronger, doing more damage.
Oh yeah, that would be
also
great, but there's nothing I can afford that increases accuracy. The only thing that does is the rhythmic drum. It only increases your accuracy. And I can't afford it. So, yeah, I mean, so I think I'm interested in the accordion boots or the sandals, and that's it.
But neither of us can afford the accordion boots.
I can afford the accordion boots because I get a
Neither of us can afford the accordion boots, right? Ah, excellent.
That seems
Then I can afford. You could buy them, and I could buy the sandals. Why do you want the
but
accordion
it
boots?
feels like getting, it feels like there's a lot of leg gear here, so I might as well get some.
Sure, that makes sense. Yeah.
No, that's a shame.
You can't afford the hero's tights.
They'd really combo with my my hero's sword. I could become the hero, Grandma, the hero you never knew you needed.
Yeah, that grip tape would be great if the hero's sword was two-handed. Yeah, I think apart from the fact that the wizard robes would be good for you to increase your health by 1. Apart from that, I think we just want to. I think all we can really do is grab the boots, grab a movement increase each. Yeah. Okay, so with my first purchase, I buy the sandals for 5.
5. Blam. And I use my lover's discount to purchase these accordion boots, which cost 9. Go back. And they get me +1 movement, and also for 1 mox, I can do a big old dash once per game. Yes, that's right. So I'm paying 7.
So you get for 7,
just all my money, which triggers one of my feats, light pockets, and the town phase with 0 money. But then
nice. Which makes me
2 damage.
Which means your swords, your thing is now.
And I guess I can have +2 movement
damage,
in the next fight, which I don't need, or +2 coins. So I think I'll take the money because I do need money. So do these things I'm accomplishing in the towns phase actually help me to get boss loot, or is the boss loot about points?
The boss loot is about the boss loot's about so that you've got 1 on you're 1 to 0 now for this in this phase. I'm pretty sure it's not who has the most accomplished feats full stop. It's whoever has got the most.
The points are only really
this,
pertinent to something that references them, like the damage card or determining the sheriff in the final battle. I mean, and determining the sheriff.
Precisely. Okay, cool. That's what I believe so.
And some nice peaceful jazz. I think that that wraps it up then, right? I mean, it's back to you to buy, but you've only got 3, and I don't see anything you can afford. So
I've only got 3. There's nothing I can afford. So that's it basically. We are ready to go to the next fight. Next time
we'll be doing the next fight of this Townsfolk Tussle thing. I mean, to be fair, I don't know that that's true. What I do know is the next time we play Townsfolk Tussle, we'll be doing the next battle of this game of Townsfolk Tussle. But we'll be back in the near future for more stuff. So make sure you subscribe and turn on the bell and all that kind of stuff. And just a big thank you to all the patrons who support the show and keep this content coming. You guys are the guys that allow us to remain sort of flexible and capable of just doing whatever we want to do instead of what the publishers would like us to cover. And that's nice. And this was actually voted on by the patrons. This game was chosen by the patrons to play this month, and so we'll be trying to get it to the table as much as we can this month, just to fulfill that promise. But there are more things that they have been voting for that I would like to play, and so I will be doing my best to get those to the table as well. And not to worry, you can catch up with the stream. It will be public from the minute we stop streaming. So, oh, let me just have a quick check to make sure that I've got this set up correct. Oh, actually, it's too late now. Damn it. I'm sure this is fine. When was the last time we streamed, Chris? Do you know? Was it February or January?
A few weeks ago? I can find out. I'll find out. Hang on. Our last stream, as opposed to other videos. So you streamed with Michael 13 days ago, and the three of us streamed Isle of Cats.
So
3 weeks
13 days ago was February 2nd?
Just going into the video to find out.
Great. I just want to make sure that the credits are up to date.
February 1st.
Because if you're a Patreon supporter, you get to have your name at the end of every video, and that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, and I want to make sure they're accurate. Actually, it's really bad. I have a series that I edited for a publisher. They want to commission a rules and setup video for it, which is great, and I'm super stoked that they're interested in having those. But they wanted to commission it in December, so I had the whole series edited to air in December, and now it's February. They still haven't actually got their accountant department in order. So I'm still sitting on this fully edited series I haven't released, and now the credits are all wrong. It's not. I can't fix it. All the footage is
That's an easy fix. Why can't you?
Because they're all rendered and
the
uploaded. I'd have to like
into the video?
download them and like import them into the editing software, and they'd possibly lose
I
quality
see.
if I'm re-rendering them with like footage that's already been processed by YouTube. So it's kind.
Annotation.
Yeah, the annotations are all
friend.
gone, unfortunately. It'll have to be like an info card that pops up at the top of the screen, just like, sorry.
It's managed.
I'll figure something out. In any case, that's the story behind that. There you go, a little inside baseball right at the end here. Thanks everyone so much for sticking with us for the whole stream. And we'll be back very, very soon. And as Hallenbeck said, these things do seem to happen somewhat arbitrarily. It's because life is hard to schedule around, especially when you're keeping very busy like we are. So,
yes, but let us know if you want to see round
leave
two.
a like or a
against the
comment.
Hooligan
It's all
in
free
Townsfolk
and it all
Tussle.
helps out. And if you're somehow not subscribed at this point of the stream, please do consider subscribing. It's also free and it also helps out. And finally, big thanks to the patrons for making all of this happen. And we do try to keep these as regularly as we can, but we can't. We do the best we can, but turn on your notifications, make sure you ring the bell or whatever. That's what that means. YouTube likes it, and you should get a little email when we go live saying, hey, they're live, check it out. Thanks, everyone.
Check it out.
What happened to... Oh, there we go.
See you next week, guys. Bye. I was just emotional and sweaty. We're talking.